Shields up, Iron Breakers. How's everybody doing? You might notice that the camera angle is going to be a little bit different for this live stream. This is because I've been sitting down for far too long today. We've been doing back-to-back live streams, and yeah, I need to stand up for a little bit, so I changed the camera angle a little bit. But hopefully you're all excited to check out some new whatever is happening. They're calling it a showcase for Armored Core 6. So that is what we're going to be doing today. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Everybody hyped up for Armored Core 6? I believe that there's going to be some kind of shenanigans with Fighting Cowboy and Ouroboros, because they were talking about that. So we'll see how that's going to work out. You think we'll get a demo? I thought they already said there wasn't going to be a demo, so I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But I am super pumped to jump into this game. The control just looks so friggin' smooth, dude. Look at how smooth that looks. You guys remember how Extra Life was like, oh yeah, graphics not good enough. I'm like, bro... Bro, what game are we watching? What game are we talking about here that the graphics aren't good? I think these graphics look friggin' sweet. It's more important for this game to run at smooth FPS, to deliver on super high-paced action. To me, that is more important. Like, look at that feeling of speed that you get when you're going into Assault Boost. You know? Graphics bad, 0 out of 100. Yup. Yup. True. True and real. Na, 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 na. Worrying about graphics is a child's mentality. No, I wouldn't go that far. I think there's a case to be made when you know, a game just has bad visuals. I just don't think you can make that case for Armored Core 6 is all. You know, I do think there's a case to be made. I just don't think that case can be made in this particular situation. I think the game looks friggin' gorgeous, dude. And that's just from watching it from YouTube videos. Because remember, there's always YouTube compression. A lot of times, Japanese companies don't even put as much bitrate as I do on my YouTube videos. So there's that. So on the console, it's going to look, on the console or on the PC, it's going to look even better than this. Is there co-op in this game? I don't believe that will be the case. They haven't announced any co-op up until this point, but they have announced PvP. So there will be PvP. There will not be co-op. You might have seen some gameplay footage where they show like 2 other ACs on screen. Those are AI.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Not Focke11, thank you very much for becoming grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you. Bro, this gameplay looks so good. God damn. I've already told you guys there will probably be live streams at some point. I'm still thinking if for Armored Core 6 I'm going to do live streams or Let's Plays. Like, actually, that's a good question. What would you guys prefer? Because, like, usually for From Software games, I like doing traditional LPs. Let's see what you guys prefer. I mean, obviously, I'm also going to try to work on guides, but I'm not super expert when it comes to AC6, so we'll see what comes out of that. Like, let's just go live streams, additional episodes. Let's see what you guys think about that. Do, 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 do. Considering that it's going to be mission structure, I think it'd even be cool if I could do like 1 episode per mission, but I think that missions in Armored Core are usually, from what I can remember from Armored Core 5, they're usually too fast for the usual length of videos that I make. So maybe like 2 missions per episode, give or take. 2 to 3 missions, something along those lines. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Still don't know how they managed to make this run on Steam Deck. Has that been officially confirmed that the thing runs on Steam Deck? That is wild. Yeah, I'm just gonna run this fantastic looking mech game on a Steam Deck. Because why not? Because we're just Giga Chads like that. Miyazaki said so, so we did it. Dude, this mission is so impressive. The way that you blow up the leg on the thing and then it falls down. Episodic with some live streams. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. I definitely might make like a live stream on whenever the embargo for it lifts, if I'm able to even get early access to it. I might make like a live stream just playing a little bit from the beginning, but then since a lot of you guys want traditional episodes, I'll just do traditional episodes. Much love from Toa. Hemi Zach, very much for the souls. Tip of the hat. Appreciate the support. Thank you. The way they released the recommended specs, it isn't bad at all. Capped at 120 at least. I'm gonna be playing it on PS5. It's just more convenient. Like, look, most games that run on PS5, I play them on PS5 because then I can play them at home. Then I can grind at home. Because, like, listen, my friggin' 1070 laptop ain't running this, okay? It's not running this at an acceptable frame rate. There's no way. If it even runs it at all. If it doesn't just tell me, like, look, bro, what's this 1070 laptop bullshit, bro? This is a real man's game. What the fuck you doing around with this child's toy? That's what the game's gonna tell me. The game's gonna go like, what is this? A computer for ants? Yeah, I'll probably end up doing both, guys. We'll do both. We'll do some live streams. We'll do some traditional LPs. Whenever it comes to grinding and stuff, we'll do some grinding on stream just for funsies. Hi, what is new showcase? I don't know. They just call it like a new showcase. Like, look, right here. Fires of Rubicon showcase. I don't know what it is. I'm curious. I'm going to check it out. Because I'm excited for anything Armored Core 6 related. Look at how fast this stuff goes, dude. So friggin' good. See and hear how you have the other ACs? Those are allies. They're not really other players. So those are just like NPCs. Whoa, that's rig shaming, Rui. It's not a rig, it's a laptop. Okay? It's a laptop. I used to have this thing that people would tell me like, oh, I have a gaming laptop. I'd be like, oh, you have a laptop? In my opinion, there's no such thing as a gaming laptop. You can have a really beefy laptop, but I just don't think that laptops are particularly, in general, particularly good for gaming because it'll burn down their battery in seconds. So essentially, it's not even portable at that point anymore, which is why I usually don't game too much on laptops. I prefer to game, if I'm gaming, I want a proper rig. But you know, sometimes you don't have a choice. And in those situations, I do resort to laptops. Oh yeah, there's going to be another countdown to the video, 100%. I mean, just think about it. This thing goes live 15 minutes before the top of the hour. Of course there's going to be a 15-minute countdown. 100%. Like, I already started this live stream expecting that, so that people, they get their notification, they come and hang out, we all talk about how awesome Armored Core 6 is going to be, and all of that good stuff. Although, I don't know, guys, this year's Game of the Year is going to be one of the roughest years that I can think of. Are you kidding me, dude? Bro, Breath of the Wild, Final Fantasy 16, Armored Core 6, Baldur's Gate 3. Bro! Starfield's still coming, and for a lot of people, that's probably going to be Game of the Year. I don't think it's going to be for me, but I hope that Starfield's amazing. Like, you know how there's that console rivalry that a lot of people have? I think that those people are ridiculous. Why would you be like, oh, my box plays games better than your box? Me is like, bro, I just want games to be fucking good. Good games. That's what matters. And not what fucking box you use. Who cares? Dude, Baldur's Gate. Oh, yeah, Remnant 2 as well. Remnant 2. See, it's so many good games. Like, almost... I still got to get back to doing Apocalyptic on Remnant 2 as well. That's not going away. At some point, I'm going to come back to that. Don't you worry about that. That's a promise. Now, this year's Game of the Year is pretty much set. Baldur's Gate's going to run away with it. I don't know. Baldur's Gate's had a couple of... I've heard from people that on Act 3, like, the performance is problematic. And I've ran into a couple of issues myself on Act 2. So that also has to do with just the sheer amount of variable things that can happen in that game, dude. It's insane. Zelda will win GOTY out of sheer size of community. I'm gonna be real. If you asked me to pick between Tears of the Kingdom and Baldur's Gate 3 for Game of the Year, I might actually just go with Baldur's Gate 3. I like the game that much. That game is really friggin' good, dude. That game is like crack cocaine for me. Hey, Kai the Genie, what's up? A friend of mine did not resurface for 2 weeks when they played Remnant. How many of you guys are not resurfacing for 2 weeks when you jump into your AC? That's the actual question for today's stream, huh? Oh, yeah, D&D does have a massive community. It's just that the sense of freedom that you get in that game is insane, dude. There it is. There's a countdown. Wonder if they'll put music. If they'll put music, I'll mute the other audio that I have going. Yeah, there is. I really like not Cyberpunk, the Blade Runner vibes that I kind of get from this soundtrack, though. I think this stuff's gonna be fire, dude. This is good. I feel like this volume is good, right? Captain Ruri, we don't negotiate with goblins. We don't. Do you see me negotiating with goblins? I don't think you do. Never have, never will. Are you playing in the showcase? No, I'm not. I'm just watching. Tears of the Kingdom will not win Game of the Year. It's literally Breath of the Wild with new toys. No, it's significantly more than that. There's massive improvements from Breath of the Wild. I don't agree with I don't agree with that take at all. This music is so good. Yeah, I think pretty much any game that I've talked. I don't think Remnant 2 has a huge shot because I feel like Remnant 2 is too niche. But I think it would definitely deserve a nomination. But that's because I'm very biased. I really enjoyed what I've played of Remnant 2. I definitely think it deserved like a nomination. The problem, I don't know if it did deserve a nomination. It's like, let's put it like this. I wish it would get nominated. I think the team kind of deserves it. But the problem is the game does have a lot of performance issues and stuff like that. So yeah, it's rough. That one right there is rough. Yeah, Thomas Brown, there's another event today, a showcase. It's coming up. What about Wolong? Wolong is good. Not sure if I would consider it for Game of the Year. In other years, maybe, but like in this year, there's just too much competition. I can't even remember what came out this year or last. Dude, there's so many good things. Like, I'll even say, like, there are some games that are maybe not, you know, Game of the Year material, but they were still fine experiences. Like, what's the name of that Monster Hunter-like game? Crap, I forget the name of it. It starts with a W? Did it? Jesus. I can't believe I forgot the name of it. I had such a blast playing that thing. You guys probably know which game I'm talking about. Feel so bad. That was like one of the yeah, Wild Hearts. Wild Hearts was awesome. Like, I loved Wild Hearts. I thought it was real good. I mean, it had problems, of course, and I did not really rage quit, but kind of got upset over the fact that some of the kuri weren't working properly. Karakuri. But I thought it was a fantastic experience when I was playing it. I had a blast. Totally forgot about that game. I didn't. Like, I still remember the game. Like, I'm just terrible with names. And listen, I am not kidding, guys. I'm not kidding when I tell you. And this is not me complaining. This is just me letting you know so that you guys are aware. I'm not exaggerating when I'm telling you that I slept literally 3 hours tonight. I'm working off of 3 hours of sleep. And how many hours did we stream? Like, I spent a big chunk of the morning editing a video. Recorded another video. So I recorded a video, edited a video, streamed Baldur's Gate, streamed Wayfinders, and now we're streaming this. So it's like 3 hours of sleep and 3 streams pretty much back to back. Insanity. All right? No, I don't think Jedi Survivor had a chance at Game of the Year either. I think there's too much competition. Like, I mean, realistically, right? If we're being real, I think that Armored Core might even be a little bit too niche, potentially, because you guys know that ultimately the Game of the Year award is like a popularity contest in a lot of ways. And I don't know if Armored Core 6 has the popularity to win the gaming award. I think it'll probably deserve it, but I don't think it'll have the critical mass to achieve it. But what I'm saying is, like, do you guys actually think that Jedi Survivor is gonna hold a candle to something like Armored Core 6? Like, no joke. If Jedi Survivor gets nominated and Armored Core 6 doesn't, I'll be like, bro, get the fuck, like, you people are crazy. You're insane. This is madness. Being from software is going to help Armored Core 6? Probably. Probably now, yeah. There is a lot more attention on Armored Core 6 than has been in previous Armored Cores. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Nightwalker. I still remember when when we were talking about Jedi Survivor, And I remember that I was complaining about how performance was not good, even on consoles. And people were telling me, "Fuck you talking about? Game runs fine on PS5, dumbass." And then I post on Twitter footage of me playing the game at like 11 FPS in performance mode. And I was like, does it now? I'm gonna have to go ahead and disagree with you on that, Chief. Oh, some funny shit. Cygnus, thank you very much for the souls. Tip of the hat. Appreciate the support. Thank you. In your opinion, 2023 best year for games? I think that 2023 is one of the best years for games in a long time. Like, the only one that would even slightly compare would probably be 2017, and I still think that 2023 was better. Although I will say, Lies of P, I'm still kind of hesitant on. I was not a huge fan of that demo that we got. It didn't convince me at all. "2023 is great. We got Forspoken." Yeah, buddy. Now listen, guys. Everybody in this chat, okay? This is very important. If there is a PvP thing happening, which I believe there is, if there is a PvP thing happening in this chat, we're all Team Cowboy, okay? It's that simple. Everybody in this chat is Team Cowboy. I know we're kind of like doing our boy Ouroboros dirty, but like, listen, I'm Team Cowboy. It is what it is. And Cowboy's gonna win too. Let's just face it. I'd love to see co-op personally. I think co-op would be awesome. I mean, we had co-op on 5. But I've heard from a lot of people that they actually don't want co-op in Armored Core 6. That's actually a good question. Let's check that out. AC6 multiplayer. I'm gonna do co-op? No co-op. And neutral. Actually, no, there is no neutral. Fuck that. Commit. I'm gonna have to request you to actually commit. Co-op or no co-op. Make a stand. Plant your flag. I would love to see co-op. I think co-op would be awesome. Co-op in the campaign has been confirmed as a no-go. Yep, I believe that is the case. I'm committing to neutral. No, you vote, goddammit. See, look, a lot of you guys actually would like to have co-op. It's kind of weird because I feel like I've heard from a lot of people that they didn't want it to have co-op in Armored Core 6 for whatever reason. I was like, why? Why wouldn't you want the option? You can still play it solo. I don't understand. I guess people want them to focus on the single-player experience, which is fine. I mean, but usually their games are already focused on single-player experience. Co-op is usually just like a bonus on top. Ark, thank you very much for the souls. Tip of the hat, appreciate the support. Thank you. Cowboy said he would smash a mech. Yes, he did. That's a man after my own heart. Team Cowboy, you damn Skippy. We're Team Cowboy over here. For whatever PvP encounters might happen, the Iron Breakers are Team Cowboy stands. Yeah, looks like most people would rather have co-op. Co-op doesn't work with mission structure? Tell that to Monster Hunter. Why wouldn't co-op work with a mission structure? That's literally all we do in Monster Hunter. It's mission structure. Of course co-op works in mission structure. Not even just Monster Hunter, but pretty much any, Monster Hunter clone. It's all mission structure. But Ouroboros is unmatched in PvP. I'm pretty sure that Peef Peeverson could beat the shit out of Ouroboros. Don't get me wrong. Listen, I love Ouroboros, don't get me wrong. But, like, you can't say that he's unbeaten in PvP. Peeve would beat the crap out of him. Come on, let's be real. I'm standing for my boys. Jason Schromeyer, thank you very much for the souls. Tip of the hat. Appreciate the support. Thank you.
Grossly incandescent.
Okay, let's increase the volume. Here we go, baby! God, this soundtrack's so good. That's what I'm here for, James. And if you've never played Armored Core, get ready for another ride of a lifetime, man. Sorry if I'm wiggling a little bit on camera. I'm moving my legs because I've been sitting around too much all day. Let's freaking go. Your feet smell? No, they don't. I showered. Before I started working today, I showered. We're going to see our boy fighting Cowboy? I hope so. This just looks like the usual trailer. We are on max settings, right?
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
Handler Walter verified. Activating cerebral coral control device.
Feed the fire. Yeah, this is the trailer that we've already seen. By the way, guys, do remember if you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button, subscribe, bell notification icon, all that jazz. Really helps me out. Thank you! We will be covering the crap out of Armored Core 6, so make sure to stay tuned. Really, do you think we'll see Monster Hunter 6 at TGS? I don't know. Maybe. I think it's a bad move. Tank threads! Best legs! Let's go! Cluster missile to the face!
One of the infamous Handler Walter's hounds. Interesting. You ready to climb the wall?
Call sign Raven. Priority subject for termination. High on the list.
A coral response from the generator.
Damn.
Watch out.
Why hide behind another's call sign?
The whole vibe you get from this game is just so
Let's see how far
primal
they can fly.
almost.
On borrowed wings.
Well, looks like it's going to be a live environment. I just heard a microphone. Hello.
Welcome to the Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon Showcase. Today we'll be sharing an in-depth look at the features of Armored Core 6, live gameplay from some very special guests, and our first ever live showcase of the game's exhilarating PvP mode.
Vati,
In the studio, we have Ouroboros,
Fighting Cowboy,
and the staff of Armored Core Legacy.
staff.
We will be joined remotely by Vati, and off-stream we have Zentrea, who will be streaming during today's program. Before we dive in, let's take a look at our schedule for today to see what's in store. To set the stage, we'll begin with discussion around the story of Armored Core with Vati. Next, we'll undergo some training with some experienced Armored Core pilots. And last up, we'll enter the combat zone with our first look at PvP before hearing everyone's final impressions. We hope you'll stay with us and enjoy the show.
Armored lore. This must be the Vati video segment. There he is.
Hello and welcome, Vati. We all know you are a FromSoft expert. How do you think Armored Core 6 appeals to From Software fans, old and new?
Yeah, first off, thank you for having me. I hope the event goes well.
You.
I saw you have some PvP coming up, so I'm really excited for that. But in terms of how it appeals to old fans, I guess there hasn't really been a new Armored Core game for 10 years now. So I think old fans are in for big changes to the combat, and obviously the graphical fidelity of the game is much better. From Software have obviously learned a lot in the last 10 years. But I think old fans in particular will be drawn to the assembly aspect more than anything else, because even in this game, you can still fundamentally change your mech on such a core level, and they'll probably recognize a lot of the specs involved as well. And I think they'll sort of have a leg up on the competition in that regard. But I hope new fans give it a chance, even though it can be a little bit overwhelming. It's obviously very different from something like Elden Ring, but it still feels like a From Software game, you know? You know it's going to be challenging, but you know it's going to be a game that respects your time and effort and gives you the tools you need to succeed. So yeah, I think a lot of people will be keen to try this game just on the reputation of From Software alone. And I hope they do.
I love that answer. I mean, I'm really excited about it. All of that sounds very exciting for me. From both the new and returning fans of the series, the announcement trailer was certainly a surprise at the Game Awards. So let's take another look.
They should use his voice as a handler. I'm gonna call my handler Pally Time because the handler's supposedly called Walter. This was the first trailer, yeah. This one was pretty beast too. Team Vati? No. Team Cowboy. We're Team Cowboy. Isn't Mr. Tommy Giggles your handler, Ruri? No. So this next one's gonna be a little bit weirder. You talk to the devs.
Yes, I would have sex with a mech, Ruri.
I just feel like that's an important piece of information for everybody to know, okay? What do you mean clip that? It's already a short on the channel. You don't have to clip it. And no, I didn't do Cowboy dirty. Whenever I put up a funny segment like that, I always
From
show him
Software
first.
always does such an
I never
amazing
do
job
people dirty.
establishing the tone of each world they create. What do you think about this trailer? Did you notice anything that viewers didn't catch?
Well, I doubt I noticed anything that, you know, the internet at large didn't really notice. But a lot of stuff in that trailer definitely is more recognizable now, for sure. You can see a lot of bosses from the early parts of the game. I think there's the Juggernaut, Voltaeus, and also the big helicopter boss from Mission 1. But the most interesting thing, I think, in that trailer is the AC that's fighting during it. Oh, no, that's a different trailer, actually, I think. No, this is the trailer. There's an AC that's fighting in that trailer, and I think its name is Nightfall, and I think it might also be the main character of that trailer, and the main character on the box art as well. And I don't want to spoil it too much, but I'm pretty sure you can see that character in Mission 1 as well. So people should probably look out for that. And yes, it's cool to look back and notice all these little things.
That sounds really exciting because all of that insight, I'm sure people are going to go back and rewatch the trailer because of what you said right now, Vati. I love that. Just about a month ago, we revealed the story trailer and we noticed you commented, FromSoft is really going to make us cry about robots, aren't they? I like that.
Yeah.
Just in case anyone missed it, let's take another look.
Story trailer. PC releases a day earlier than console, does it?
You know, I'm not exactly craving company here.
This is so good. This story trailer is so friggin' awesome.
So, what happened to 617 and the others? Fill me in, Handler Walter.
Handler Pally time. Boom!
Well, at least you're helping me clear my inventory.
Vertical launchers. Shield. And it's gone, and there goes a piece of the hand.
This one is functional, but don't expect much more.
I'm not here to talk. Wake it up.
See, the mistake that they made right there is that they only had bipedal mechs. If only they had a tank thread, this wouldn't have been a problem. But this scene is so good. So good, dude. The sheer violence of it. The way they even change the music. It's so subtle, but at the same time, so intentful.
Vati, you are very knowledgeable about this series. What are some final thoughts you have on Armored Core 6?
So I think I'm just really glad that Armored Core 6 encouraged me to play all of the older games, because it made me realize I'm just so into this. I'm so into this process of sort of fine-tuning your mech to be perfectly suited for the missions, and
of course,
I love the bleak world, and
that's the beauty
this
of
really
it.
Distinct vibe that
messing
Armored Core
around with
has
builds
that I really
and stuff.
Hope, new fans can come in and discover, because
like, it's all about the assembly.
I think
I've
a lot
already
of the
said
old fans have been talking about this stuff for a while, so it'll be exciting to see people sort of break into a new genre almost. So I hope Armored Core 6 does well, because even just because I want the genre to do well now, like, I'd love to see more mech games that let you customize your mech on a deeper level. And From Software seem like they're sort of the kings of this genre, from what I've seen. So I think Armored Core 6 could really give a boost to that whole scene.
Yeah, an assault boost. But it's like I've said,
the
there's
time
going to
we were
be
talking,
streams.
Vati, I totally agree, especially with your enthusiasm. It sucked in a lot of my community. So we're big fans of your videos and keep doing what we do, because thank you so much, Vati, for joining us and sharing your insights about the world of Armored Core.
Sure, thank you so much. Thank you.
Like I was saying, there's going to be streams where it's just going to be me messing around in assembly for the whole stream. That's it. I'm just going to be messing around in assembly the whole stream. That's all there is to it. There he is!
Onboarding, I am joined by the experienced Armored Core pilots, Ouroboros and Fighting Cowboy.
Hi.
Welcome. Thank you
Glad to
so
be
much
here.
for being here.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Oh man, it's an honor for me to be with you guys. Earl, what have been some of your impressions so far of the game?
It's perfect. It's the FromSoft has done it again. Armored Core fans are going to feel right at home. It's so good.
Yeah, I think a lot of the things people are going to notice is that it still feels fresh, but it's very familiar. The level of customization and testing out different leg types and different weapons, and it's
Tank
very visceral and
dreads!
heavy still, which I think is a big thing that kind of sets Armored Core apart from a lot of other, mech games. It's fast, but I don't know, it feels good. It's very visceral.
I like that you said heavy. It feels heavy.
Yeah.
Like you can really feel like you're doing some damage in them, right?
Yeah.
So that's really awesome. Today we'll be doing more than just sharing impressions.
Yeah,
Let's
Cowboy
get into
is a
some
strength
gameplay.
build. You guys
Yeah?
didn't know
Let's
that?
go.
While Fighting Cowboy gets set up, Ouroboros, what would you say are some key strategies that viewers should keep an eye out while playing, Armored Core?
Okay, so the main thing is the mech customization.
Right.
Changing out your parts.
The giant dad
your
t-shirt,
AC, your
too.
build. And the biggest thing is the legs. The legs change your gameplay entirely. When you switch your legs, it feels like you're playing an entirely different game.
Okay.
It's awesome. There's a couple different types of legs. Bipedal are like the standard mech legs that let you move super quick.
Imagine picking
There's reverse joints, which are
bipedal,
really
bro.
cool. You can jump in the air super
Imagine.
high. Quads, or tetrapods, they call them in this game.
Imagine
allow you to hover
playing
now in the air,
tetrapods.
and you can actually rain down like fire
Oh, I
upon your
love
foes.
that.
It's awesome. It's so good. And then there's tanks, which of course are just beefy
You're missing
monstrosities.
reverse
You
jointed.
can't even touch
but
them. They're super tanky.
Imagine
super
reverse
powerful.
jointed, right?
Cowboy.
When you
are
got
beautiful.
Really?
Tank
Well, I can't wait
Fritz!
to see, Fighting
Tank
Cowboys. So let's
Fritz!
head over and check them out.
Oh, well, what's happening, y'all? My name is Fighting Cowboy. Welcome to
You're gonna be
Armored
doing
Core 6,
Tetra,
and today we're
Cowboy?
gonna be taking a look at one of the first missions of Chapter 2, Infiltrate Grid 086.
no,
So we're gonna go over the
Cowboy.
assembly I'm running with for this mission briefly. We are working with
Dreads,
a pretty
really?
well-balanced AC here. We have the Curtis. This is a linear rifle, so it can be charged to do some extra damage. This gives us a little bit of range for targets that are a little farther out. Bringing a Gatling gun,
I'm
this
so
just
sad.
gives me being able to take down multiple weaker targets.
I'm so
a lot of good
sad,
stagger
dude.
build-up,
I
so
feel
it's very
betrayed
consistent.
that Cowboy
We
would do
have
Tetra.
a missile launcher on the back, 10 cell. This is going to be capable of multi-lock, and it's a
10 cell
forward-facing
missile
so it's pretty
launcher?
consistent to hit targets with. And then we are pulling out the pile bunker. I know a weapon a lot of people have been waiting to see. This thing it hits like a truck. You can charge and do some massive damage with this. Out of the various melee weapons, this has definitely become one of my favorites.
Mr.
Besides
Wright,
that, we're running a pretty
thank you very
balanced
much for
loadout
the
here in
souls.
terms of parts.
Tip
We
of the
are
hat.
running quad
Appreciate the
legs,
support.
so
Thank
can
you.
see some quad legs gameplay. Really nice archetype here because we're able to just kind of hover up in the air, hang above enemies with stuff like the charge shot on the linear rifle. We don't have kickback from that while we're in hover, so that's very nice. And then we have a FCS that is set up for a little bit of missile as well as medium range. And of course we can dive in and we can see that this is basically 130 to 260. So I have a good meter range on enemies. We're going to also be working with assault armor, so you'll see that. But otherwise, let's jump in and sortie. I am going to be skipping the dialogue here. Don't want to spoil the intros and whatnot. There's actually a pretty rich story here, but that's definitely something I want to let y'all discover on your own. You may notice this is the same mission that they initially showed off with the very first gameplay reveal we got.
I've sent you the marker data. Let's head toward the elevator going to the upper level.
Oh, I thought he was gonna fall right off the bat. That would have been hilarious. Oh no, there's actually ground in here. Holy crap. Ooh. Look at him just go. Come on, Cowboy, give us the play-by-play. I think Cowboy probably thinks that Ouroboros is going to be commenting. I don't know.
Looks like they may be down below, so we're going to scan.
I guess they cut off the music for this mission,
left,
maybe.
But they're down to where they're not going to be a problem. We can take them out real fast. We use the charge linear rifle shots.
He is at half health, though.
You can kind of see the multi-missiles going in. Definitely something that I've been a big fan of for this. The missile locks are incredibly satisfying. So right back here, you can see I have a little thing popping up that says Ricochet. We basically have a effective range on a lot of our weapons. And so if that Ricochet text is showing up, that means you need to be closer to the target to really get the damage that you want to get in.
2 repair kits remain.
You think you could just waltz straight in here? Hope you're watching, boss. Leave it to Invincible Rummy to show our guest the good side.
Chainsaw there. We're gonna try and get off.
You see the size of Cowboy's AC, bro? Like, what are you trying to fight him for? Like, look at that. What's that little pathetic AC you got there? What is that? Is that an AC for ants? The pile bunker.
It's so hard. I love that thing.
He just gave him the pile bunker special right there, dude. Like, what are you doing with that tiny little AC?
And here the level really opens up. So we could go over there, work our way. There's a whole bridge we could take here. There's some stuff back there. But we're gonna end up doing, there's some MTs we can get first. So let's head on up there, see if we can't get up on them from behind. I'm actually gonna try and, so you can see they're unaware right now. Let's see if I can get all the way up and get a pile bunker on them while they're unaware.
Boom!
Oh, not quite.
But they got him. They got him with a melee. Oof. Cowboy trying to showboat for the stream. Backfired. Uh-oh. Oh. He actually did the core deployment thing. Oh, no, it's the assault armor. Ooh, no more repair kits. Uh-oh.
Missing that one MT. There he is. He's kind of tucked away back there.
Ooh.
Just barely missing that.
Remember when people were saying, like, oh, you guys think it's going to be hard? No, Cowboy's just doing this mission that he prepared for, and he's got no repair kits left, and he's Cowboy, knows what the fuck he's doing. and he's almost dead. No, I don't think it's going to be challenging at all, guys. I think it's going to.
Definitely looking.
I think it's going to be super easy.
We've gone through a lot of enemies so far. AP is pretty low. We're going to still cruise along and take out whatever we can. Nope, not what I wanted to do.
Ooh, it's looking rough, Cowboy. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, clutch. Clutch that bad boy. Now, you guys see, Cowboy was just getting his health ready for the heroics passive buff. That's what's up. He's playing heroics right now. Ooh, he got missile locked from behind. Uh-oh. Behind you, Cowboy. He's gonna trigger it. Yoink. Oh, it's one of those robots that shoots a ton of missiles. Oh, with the pile bunker right there, dude. Ooh. Oh my god.
30%.
He did it on purpose for suspense. 100%. He did it on purpose for suspense, guys. This is all intentional.
Doing a couple little spins here. All right.
Red Tearstone ring on the pile driver, exactly.
Close encounters, we got to be extra careful. The last thing we want to do is get popped off by a big explosive or something. We're going up, we're going to scan the environment. You can see this guy will take him out fast. I can see another one hiding right here under the grate. That good old FromSoft trickery.
Oh! Oh my god!
Almost got me with his little dagger. This is now a survival run at 365 AP.
What the hell? 1 AP for each day of the year. Bro, Cowboy putting on one hell of a show. Look at that shit. Imagine him finishing the mission on 365. Woo! See, Cowboy, if you had tank threads, you would have had more AP. It would have been fine.
See a chest down there, but I'll leave y'all to discover that stuff on your own.
How is he still alive, god damn it. Bro, people better not compare my gameplay of Armored Core 6 to Cowboys, okay? I don't want to hear that in my comment sections, alright?
The GAT is officially out of ammo, but that gives me a chance to show off some punching. Sneaking around here, so we have, alright, so no other enemies over here. Let's swing back around.
Like, my eyes are literally just glued to the screen. I was like, bro, he's got no health. Ooh, he took a couple more hits. Oh! Oh, no!
From behind us, an ambush.
Oh, man.
So when you die in Armored Core, you're able to restart the whole mission or restart from a checkpoint. We're going to go ahead and restart from a recent checkpoint. And this is, of course, going to give us back all of our ammunition. We'll be a full AP. We'll get all of our heals back. So it's definitely a game where if you fall, you're supposed to get back up and try again.
But it's probably going to cost you in terms of, like, I think there is going to be a penalty. It's going to cost you more credits. You get less money at the end of the mission, I think. I'm not sure. I think that's how it works.
Encounter. We can see a couple of environmentals up top. We're going to go ahead and take those out and even the odds.
Spoilers! Now when I get to this mission, I already know that those are there. Damn it. Ooh, the bunker. Dude, that bunker is dirty.
Let's go back and take down those other ACs that ambushed us last time.
Back surrender. Just not with the losses. Come on, I'll let you finish. Up along there.
You can see they were guarding a little chest. And so we've got a 2C 3000 record, so that's just going to be an AC part. And that's one of the really fun things about this is similar to some older entries in the franchise, we're able to find chests in certain levels that will give us parts we can collect. Just unique things that you can't buy in the shop.
Cowboy already working on his walkthrough.
So coming up on the door, we have a boss, and right before that, we would have a supply Sherpa, which right here, if you made it this far, you can go ahead and supply. You'll get all of your health back, all of your ammo, and you'll be ready to go into the boss.
He was so
fresh.
close to
But
get there, too.
Here we are actually going to wrap things up and pass it on to my good friend Ouroboros to try and tackle the boss.
Oh man, Fighting Cowboy demonstrated his amazing maneuverability in his AC. I was smiling the whole time. I kind of wanted him to keep going. And I love that he demonstrated like how much you can use that 360 view. Oh, he's here. Welcome back, Fighting Cowboy. I saw you smiling the whole time. I smiled when you smiled, actually.
It's fun. It's hard to not smile while you're playing this.
I can't wait to play because that was fun to watch. What tips do you have for players who might not be used to this 360-degree movement?
So I think a big thing with Armored Core is your leg types move very differently. Your reverse joints give you a lot of vertical mobility. Your tetrapods, as you saw, is able to hover in place. The tank might not have mobility, but it's a lot beefier.
Cowboy.
So I think a big thing with this game is just trying out different
Sell
parts
them on
and
the
finding
tank
what works.
threads.
And one of the things that's really nice is as opposed to like, respecing in other games, you just buy the parts. So, in that example where I died, if I had gone to assembly, I could have traded out for tank treads and made my character a lot stronger with more defense and then jump right back in. So it's really about kind of mixing and matching and just...
That is too much fun. That is too much fun. That aspect to me is just, the possibility is endless.
Yeah, it really is. There's a lot you can do in the customization.
And you can, like, how many, ACs do you have, like, in your arsenal?
Personally, I have like 14 already.
14? Oh, man.
But we haven't gotten into like the meme ACs yet. We're making the fun ones right now.
So, like the decals, I know that there's decals there.
Yeah, there's full decal colors, different, camos. You want to make something from Gundam or Evangelion, go ahead. If you want to make the edgiest, darkest AC, go ahead. The pinkest, brightest AC, go ahead. That's the beauty of this game.
The cool thing is like, they have model kits too.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's like, some people can emulate their model kits from, Armored Core and bring it to this game. But, I pretty much have a question for you. I really want to ask you, what is your favorite legs in the... I really want to know, because we keep talking about the legs. What's your favorite?
So lately I've been playing a lot of Tetrapods, but I'm a beefy boy at heart, so it's got to be tanks.
Tanks! Thank you so much. Yes! That was awesome.
You're goddamn right.
To try out some of those tips at launch. All right, next up, take a look over at Ouroboros as he picks up at the start of a boss fight with the Smart Cleaner.
All right, so we're going to pick off right where Cowboy left us off, right before the Smart Cleaner boss fight, which I'll be going over in just a second. I just want to say Cowboy did an amazing job. I was on the edge of my seat watching him with 300 AP left. But here we are. I'm going to go into the boss fight and sort of...
My man's got the spring chickens.
Show you guys what you can expect from Armored Core 6 here. So I've opted for a biped with sort of your default missiles and some linear rifles, dual linear rifles. I also have a blade that I can swap to and go in and try to hit him. But we'll soon discover that staying close to him is a terrible strategy.
Yeah.
As he does a lot of close range damage. You do not want to be close to him ever.
Ooh.
The stagger gauge is really low, but we're almost dead here. But we got that stagger. We'll go in for the melee hit. Try our best here. And he got us.
Why didn't you
We're going to change the build to adapt to the situation. So
Oh, okay, that
I
was
discovered that
intended.
there's another lock-on point on top of him there, and I'm thinking that might be another weak spot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into assembly.
Okay,
After
this
you
is
die,
all
you can go to
pre-prepared, I
assembly
get it.
and you can change your mech entirely. So we're gonna switch to the quadrupeds and change our build just a little bit here and try to adapt to the situation, which is important in Armored Core. Of course, the developer said you can go in with any mech you like. You can play the entire game. But adapting and changing your build on the fly is a huge aspect of this game. We're also going to equip terminal armor, which just in case we die, it actually saves us. So we'll equip that in the expansion slot.
Cheat death?
So now we've completely changed our mech. We've equipped 2 songbirds, which are grenade cannons, which, as you can see, does a lot of damage here. It's going to be pretty good, I think, for the boss. So let's go back in with our revised mech and see how we do. A new strategy this time. We're going to try to hover over the boss with the unique aspect I was talking about earlier with the quadrupeds. So as you can see, right over his attack,
Everybody's simping
right
for
to
the
his weak spot.
quadrupeds.
Now we still got to be careful because right there, that bleep is the eruption coming out. That means you got to be quick and you got to be ready to dodge. But we are already stunned him. So I'm going to drop down and light him up.
I'm just going to fight him from the
best
ground.
tip I can give for the smart cleaner is stay away. You need to stay away from him. His cleaves, his sweeps are nasty. We'll see
Look at how
about
fast
that,
he's
Carlo.
going down, though.
He's getting absolutely annihilated here with our brand new build. The stagger that we're pulling off on his weak spots is really good. But as you can see, that was close. You got to be careful. And actually, we got to back up and conserve our energy because we're quite low at the bottom there. Ooh. Wow. All right. He's getting angry.
Uh-oh.
Trying to back up.
Uh-oh. That seems like a strategy I used to use back in Mech Warrior days.
Float over to his weak spot
I would
again
just
and light him up. There we
ram
go.
other people until they died.
Goodness, look at that damage.
That was pretty disgusting. Yeah, that was pretty nasty. That was like
This is
pornographic levels.
Just
Oh
destroying
my
in
god.
this one. And this goes to show, like, you know, different ACs can handle different situations.
Careful now.
A lot better.
Careful now, Uroboros. Uh-oh.
So other builds will.
Uh-oh.
So the best advice I can give any Armored Core 6 players diving in is to try to adapt if you're having trouble.
Oh my god.
Also, we are having trouble. He is really angry. He does not want me to kill him.
Oh shit.
We're gonna float up and try to finish him here. Here we go. We got the stun. We're getting that direct hit damage. Oh, I went for the finisher. I'm doing it again. There we go. Perfect kick finish.
Where you can't beat it.
I hope you
that
guys
thing with
enjoyed
tank
that
legs.
gameplay.
Is that a
And we'll
challenge?
see you soon for some PvP action for World First.
Because I'm going to take that personal.
Oh my gosh, Ouroboros really got me on edge with that one, especially with the chip damage and everything. I was just, that was amazing. The efficiency was astronomical. I was just really impressed. I was taking notes actually during his whole fight, and I love that he actually changed up his build. And he's here right now.
How much of the weapons skills do you think they've shown us already? Have you never played an Armored Core game?
We know
If you want, if you want to know, like throughout all of the
common DNA
throughout
From
all of
Software
the
games.
trailers
Is
and
this
all of
true
the
in
gameplay
Armored
that you've seen so
Core
far,
as
you
well?
might have seen like
very
a
much
little bit
so.
less
You know,
than
it's traditional
20%,
From Soft
if
title.
that.
So you know, as you can see, like he had the telegraphed attacks, and you have to remember to dodge it, and you could very quickly learn to stay away from him because he does those big sweeps, you know, and they're super cool. But yeah, From Software are known for the difficulty, fair but punishing. That's the main thing.
And to me, I feel like that's super fun because you can just
the way that
come
I
in with
describe it is
different,
challenging
ACs
but
and then
fair.
figure out what works best for you.
Exactly.
And your tactics, right? And I love that you told all of us like what you were doing each time. So that's reassuring to hear. I noticed that the parts that you chose in assembly seem to play a specific role in the way you fight. Can you elaborate that? What should players keep in mind when customizing their Armored Core?
Okay, so the big thing about customizing like your Armored Core, again, is the legs that make a huge difference. As you can see, I switched to the quadrupeds there, and I had a much easier time with the boss.
I see.
You know, and that goes for all the customization in the game too. You know, you have to balance the equip load with your energy output, and you've really got to, you know, balance this perfectly to make your mech like
to
as
the
good as it
T of
can
what
be.
you want
Yeah,
it to be.
super efficient, and that's
I feel
what I'm
like,
all about.
Yeah, and I see that because, you know, you switched out and you knew exactly what to do and you went in and you conquered.
Almost as if
know,
you
and I feel like I
prepared
should
for
ask
it.
this because we're trying to learn here, and I'm sure people at home want to learn. What is your favorite build so far?
Ooh,
Yeah, like that.
that's a tough question.
Yeah, I know, but your favorite build,
I have a lot. Okay, so my favorite build personally is dual linear rifles. And
Okay,
I like to stay away from them and then switch to the blade when they're staggered.
Oh,
I pull out
man.
the blade on the back. The garage has like a offhand thing. It's really
Right.
cool.
And I know that I was asking this, you know, to Cowboy. So what was your favorite legs? I keep on talking about the legs because that's very important.
It's very important
because
in
the
Armored
weight
Core.
too.
Yes,
The weight too, right?
Exactly.
So you have to keep in mind of the weight and everything. So what was
he
your
strikes
favorite
me as a reverse
legs
jointed.
in the, you know, for AC units.
Chicken
I
boy.
like the classic bipedal. I always have.
There
You
it
know,
is.
Okay.
back in Armored Core 4, I was obsessed with bipedals. You know, just
Right.
the normal ones, but they're still really cool. You know, for those players who like to move fast, there's no better option. And I like to be super quick, super nimble, super lightweight. That's my main play style.
By the way, team, remember, if you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button,
Well, you were
subscribe,
pretty efficient.
bell
That was
notification
pretty
icon, all that
fast.
jazz.
I
Will helps
mean,
out. Thank
majority
you.
of the time when people are trying to figure out like what units or how to make it look, I think that a special thing in Armored Core 6 is that everyone can share their ACs.
Oh my gosh, that's the coolest feature ever.
Yeah.
So if I make an
You can
AC
share builds?
and
Yep.
let's say anyone
That's
wanted
pretty
to
cool.
copy the AC for
Mhm.
that boss, you know,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
quadruped that destroyed that boss, I could upload the code, I could give it to my friends, share it with anybody, and they can just buy the parts instantly if they have
Sorry,
that
I
part
had to
unlocked.
turn off the AC.
It just
It's getting
works.
too
I
cold.
love
It's
that
so
about
cool.
it because the thing is
Yeah.
like, I mean, back then you would just take a screenshot or something
Yeah,
and then just
and like,
upload
oh,
it.
yeah, exactly.
Now it's like showcasing your build is like the coolest thing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. And I also like that you can add the decals and then colorization and everything too.
Don't get me started on the customization.
No, I want to.
That's my
Please
favorite
elaborate.
part.
Okay.
So it's just so good. You can, you know, it's a classic. You can pick any color, but you can
Right.
pick like any color on any color. Like the parts, each individual part has like, I think 6 different colors
Please
to choose
do
from.
geek out on this because
Yeah.
I
my
totally
gosh.
love that.
You can change the materials. You
Uh-huh.
can make it like shine. You can have, you can add patterns and stuff. You can make it like rusty, and it just went absolutely ham this time.
I am so
On
excited.
the customization. It's awesome.
I have this idea because, you know, Armored Core obviously has model kits. I'm thinking I can make a model kit that's exactly like the one I have in game.
That would be so.
You know what I mean?
cool.
I mean, you could do that too.
I could do that.
You
I
could do that.
I would
but then
treasure that
we
forever.
might have like a bunch of, you know, ACs after this, right?
Yeah. Oh, I already have 5 ready to go for the PvP segment. I'm super excited to
Oh,
show
the
off to you guys.
PvP is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's ever really seen it yet. I mean, this is the
This is-
worldwide
this is it.
debut.
Yes.
It's
I'm
going to be
so
crazy.
excited.
Team
Do
Cowboy.
you have any words for your competition right now?
Ooh.
Yeah, do you have any words?
It's a little unfair since Cowboy's not in the room with me.
It's
but,
not unfair. I mean, you know.
you know,
It's
good luck.
okay.
Good luck, Cowboy. That's what I have to say. Good luck.
Okay.
Dude.
Well, I mean, is there anything else that you can tell the
Better
people
check
at home
yourself
that's watching right now
before you wreck yourself.
about Armored Core? You know, like what you love most
Oh,
about
okay.
this game in particular.
A lot of people are worried that this game is going to be too Souls-like, right?
I
That's
see.
that's a word
Right.
that goes around a lot.
Mhm.
And I can say that this is the Armored Core we know and love. You know, this is
Okay,
this is
let's-
Armored Core
let's
to
call
a
it.
T. After playing it,
Let's call it.
it's just perfect.
I
It's
know that
exactly
there are
what we
some
wanted.
people here
Oh.
that
10 years of waiting
are not
you know,
Cowboy
and they
supporters, but
nailed
we're
it.
gonna
It
go
couldn't have been
for
any
it.
better.
I mean, just hearing that from you and
Yeah.
everyone here has blown me away because the last one I've played personally was 3. And then,
gosh, yeah.
that was a long time ago. And I really am excited because they do take some elements of older games and put it into this game,
Yes.
which I think is so awesome, you know?
Yeah.
And, well, I mean, now that we have PvP and you can play with your friends, you already have a group of friends that you're gonna bring onto your?
Oh yeah.
You know,
We're getting the old clan back from 5 together again.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you want to give a shout out to any of them?
Oh gosh. Yeah, Joker King and Luke. Those are my two like go-tos. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And Lightning Count, of course. Gosh,
that's
we'll
awesome.
go on all day, but yeah.
There we go. We got some
excited to
Ouroboros
join in with my
supporters.
community. I know that the community is
Hope you guys like
really
getting
large. I mean,
humiliated.
it was smaller and niche before, but then it's just going to get really
Cowboy
big.
gonna win.
I'm sure you're excited about that too.
Oh my gosh, this is Armored Core's moment. You know, for years, and it's sort of been a little niche. But I think now that FromSoft has gotten so huge after Elden Ring that it's finally going to see the light of day. I mean, this production value and everything here is just incredible.
I just
like
can't
I'm blown
wait.
away.
I mean, it's a dream come true
It
to
is.
many of us. We're so excited to be here. This
I'm
is
trying not to nerd
crazy.
out so hard.
Standing Marie has too
nerd
much
out.
power.
Like, we are here to nerd out, right?
Yeah,
like
that's true.
You know, I'm just excited because I'm hoping for more kits.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
yeah.
some more model kits or something. I mean, I do think. Whoa.
The collector's edition statue.
Oh, that one's really
Have you
nice.
seen that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I think that I do want to.
You've never heard of
ask you,
Ouroboros till
Are there
today?
any tips and tricks for
Ouroboros
this
does,
game in
a lot of
particular
Soul games. He
that
streams
you can give
Oh, yeah.
everyone
Souls
else
games.
that are
But
new?
he focuses
to
mostly on
this
PvP.
game?
So the
Very
main
much
thing
like Peeve.
that I was sort of trying to go over in my gameplay segment is that change your mech, adapt
see.
to the situation. You know, if something isn't taking a lot of damage from like a kinetic
Yeah,
weapon,
they
which are
they
like
really
the normal
picked a good
guns,
host for sure.
try
She's
using a
awesome.
laser weapon. Maybe it's weak to laser energy damage. Just adapt to the situation.
Right.
Go into assembly. Change out your parts, your legs, your weapons, your shoulders.
She wasn't too
anything,
comfortable
and
at the
just
start
try
in the
stuff.
Vadi
Try stuff
segment,
and you'll be surprised.
but since
how
then,
effective
she's
stuff can
been
be.
Oh my
pretty much
gosh!
on
I mean, I
point.
feel like our segment is just us geeking out, and I love that.
Yeah, I know, it's been fun.
But thank you so much.
Oh,
that was
thank
awesome
you.
gameplay, and good luck with the PvP later.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for the insights. With all that information in mind, let's take a quick break before we come back to our awesome PvP segment. Yeah.
Yeah, Cowboy's prepping up his tank threats to run all over Ouroboros' face.
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
She's enjoying it, dude. Yeah, she was. This is actually a pretty good presentation. Like, they've done a fantastic job with this, in my opinion. It's like, this is what you want. You want people just talking about your game and having a good time. You don't want, like, some overproduced nonsense like a lot of companies still do nowadays. That's, like, such an outdated concept. You want genuine people that are excited about your game talking about your game. That's what you want. And that's exactly what they did. And that is really, really good. Like, see, this is a company that you can tell is in tune with their community. This is a company that knows what's up. This is why they grabbed all these people and would say, hey, let's do something. Let's all get over here. We'll do a live stream. It'll be fun. Boom, go. Yeah, none of this fucking, like, cameras on rails and, like, getting multiple camera angles with a bunch of, like, depth of field and all this other nonsense. Like, no, none of that. It's just like, no, there's a green screen, 2 people on it, boom, go. Done. That's the way to do it. I'm actually curious, how many concurrents do they have on this? It's got to be friggin' massive, right? 14K. Damn. Again, you got to remember that in a lot of ways, Armored Core is a niche game, right? It's friggin' mecha, challenging mecha, right? It's like, you're not talking about something that's giga mainstream. They got 14,000 concurrent viewers on YouTube. I don't know how many people are on Twitch because they're probably also streaming on Twitch.
One of the infamous
It's insane.
Andrew Walters hounds. Interesting. You ready to climb the wall?
Were you excited for Starfield 2? I'm cautious. I'm cautious for Starfield. I hope for the best. I hope it's amazing. I hope it's the most polished Bethesda game ever made. I hope it's fantastic. I am going to play it. Eventually.
Why hide behind another's call sign?
Let's see how far they can fly.
Only 1,300 people on Twitch? That's not... I would expect more. I'd expect more people than on YouTube even. Oh, this must have been the event that Cowboy was at. You guys remember we talked about that? We talked about the event that Cowboy was at. We did the conscast. This is the mech that they got to pilot. You think there's a new upcoming Dark Souls, example Dark Souls 4? I hope not. Like I always said, what I want to see from Software do is whatever is the next thing for them. Even though they're doing Armored Core 6, you know, I want to see new things from them, like Bloodborne, Sekiro, you know, Elden Ring. That's the type of stuff that I want to see from Software. Because I don't think Miyazaki likes super iterating on like, oh, let's do Dark Souls 4, let's do Bloodborne 2. Miyazaki's more like, let's come up with something new. And in a way, I feel like the reason they're even doing Armored Core 6 is simply because they haven't done an Armored Core game in so long. Oh yeah, right, I've heard some rumors about something called Spellbound. Alright, I need to increase the volume.
Welcome back, everyone. Before we head into the frenzy of PvP, I would like to introduce you to Zealous from Armored Core Legacy, who will be our commentator.
Oh, this is
today.
Vampy Bitty.
Fantastic to be here. Thank you
She's
so
also
much.
done
Yes, thank you
Monster
for being
Hunter
here.
events.
So happy to see you, Zealous. Oh my
I didn't
gosh.
recognize her.
It is nice to see you.
It's been a while since I've
really
seen
nice
her.
To see you. Behind the scenes, we have From Chang and Cleric playing PvP together. Zealous, can you tell us a little bit more about Armored Core Legacy?
Yeah, I'd love to speak to that here.
Yeah.
So the project came about a little over 10 years ago. This was during the Armored Core 5 Verdict Day era. During that time, and From Cheng came to a few members of the Midwest community, myself, Tierson, who can't be with us today as other team member.
Right.
And also my friend Cleric, who's here today. He's going to be in for PvP, of course, PvP session. And
He's awesome. Yeah.
the idea that we had, you know, and that Cheng proposed to us was come up with a fan site to help support the Armored Core community from the grassroots from the very base and kind of build up the foundation. So as far as what we do, if it's Armored Core related, we loved it. We love to post it. It's been fun to have that torch burning during this period, during this 10 years, something way, you know, that we've had and then we've had going for it. So but speaking of the legacy of Armored Core, there's a lot involved in that. It's not just the games, it's not just the classics, because Armored Core has ranged since PS1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. Obviously, we skipped the PS4 era, and we're in here to current. But we also chronicle the history of the competitive scene in the tournaments. A lot of you out there may not know it, but Armored Core had a very, very, very bright, vibrant tournament scene, PvP scene. In fact, driving across state lines, that was not a uncommon thing we did. I remember lugging the big CRTVs around, you know, like the PS2s and the memory cards and all
is so rich.
The whole deal. It's kind of like the start of the fighting game community. If anything,
right.
You know?
That it really did, and you know, it did inspire me hearing all of the story with you, especially with community.
Exactly. We had there was the Midwest scene, there was the West Coast, the California scene, which had the biggest, baddest tournament outside of Japan, Masters of California.
Wow.
We had an East Coast scene and also the Southern scene too. So there's so many events encapsulated and all that. And part of our goal too was to help capture that tournament history and to speak to it and everything. And you look at it too, as far as the currency of the forums Armored Core Universe, Raven Republic. There's so many forms in this ecosystem that really made up AAC. So our goal was to really try to speak to those things, try to just support from the background and do what we could.
That's amazing. Armored Core Legacy, I hope you guys
Yeah,
last
look.
forever. And I hope
There it
that
is,
you
the
grow,
tank threads.
especially now with this game.
Let's
coming
go,
out.
beefy
We're
boy.
So glad to have the veterans of the community here with us. That's important for this showcase. And with that, let's explain the format of what we will be seeing today.
Ouroboros, John,
In
Rubicon,
Armored
and
Core
from
6,
Chang.
you can select from 1v1 or 3v3.
And a 3v3 is a test of endurance with
There we
teams
go.
turning points over a set time.
Today, we will be watching a 3v3 with Ouroboros and Fighting Cowboy as team captains.
Each team captain is going to have a Bandai Namco team member as well as an Armored Core Legacy player supporting each captain.
Our Armored Core Legacy players from Chang will be joining Ouroboros and Cleric.
Oh, there's
who
no
are
healing
Team
in this.
Fighting Cowboy.
Right on. I'll tell you what.
Boom, one down.
Ouroboros specifically, we have this kind of bloodbath going.
Yes.
Between them, there's this rivalry. It's hilarious. Look, I've been listening to it all day. The banter in the hall, the banter at lunch and everything. These guys are ready to get to go for
Actually,
each
you
other.
know what? I do remember the story that on social media that they were posting pictures
Yeah, you probably
online.
heard some of this.
They're trolling back and
The
forth.
trash talk has already started, and this is great because this brings back memories of the tournament scene.
Oh,
We do this
look at him.
same thing. Start
Look at him
beforehand,
coming in
start
for the
doing things like that.
backstab. Dishonorable.
PvP section.
No honor.
This is what we're all waiting for.
Absolutely.
I was scouring the internet, and obviously we're doing this today, and I know that there's no PvP online.
Right.
This is the debut.
Exactly.
And I've been, I even watched the Japan one, and I was like,
Dude,
we're gonna
Ouroboros
see
wants
some
to
good
kill
stuff
Cowboys
today.
so bad he can taste it.
There's nothing pre-recorded here. Everything with PvP
Everything
today
is
gonna be
live.
live right here. Absolutely.
I'm so
hyped up
excited
to go through this. Unbelievable.
Oh man, I know. Well, I mean,
No,
you're friends
Cowboys
with
about
the,
to get
some of
staggered.
the team captains, but
No.
Etc. But hey, as far as where things go, we'll see where it takes us. It's hard to pick favorites here, you know.
Oh man, I mean for PvP in general.
Oh, so this is team
what
deathmatch.
is
This
the most
isn't like
important thing when you're
whoever
thinking
dies
about doing,
first.
like playing with others in Armored Core?
I thought it was gonna
What
be
is the
like
most
one life,
important
but no.
thing that you would like to tell anyone if they're just starting out and they're playing with their friends?
Yeah, if you're playing with your friends and you're getting into versus, I'd encourage you, don't let nerves get to you about, I don't have like the meta build of the day or I'm not using like the main like, current thing or whatever flavor of the day it is. Get in, enjoy your designs. Maybe you ran something in the missions and PvE you'd like using. Get in and use that. If it doesn't work for you, look, what's the worst outcome? You can come in, you can change your design around, you can recustomize and actually go back in.
Look
and
at
check it out.
those
So
tank threads
A big
go.
part of PvP is just getting in there and just engaging, just doing. And I think that mental game, getting over that own
Jesus Christ.
really key, really crucial stuff.
Oh man, look at this.
Well, look at this. We got taking some footage here in the action, in the heat of things. Fighting Cowboy running this tank. He's been an absolute bruiser setting up here. Or trying
He's
to
a
get in
beefy
play.
dude in there.
He is a beefy
He's a
dude. Beefy dude,
dude.
IRL, beefy dude. If you look at his tank.
Look at that. He wasn't joking when he was talking to me earlier. Yeah, look at that.
Going
No,
down to the first down. Now, I gotta make it a
Cowboy.
really important note here. Something's happening here.
Is there a scoreboard that we can see?
There is a respawn.
No, I don't think there's a
system, and
scoreboard.
There's a point system you see up there that's happening at the top of the screen. Past AC games, if you were out, you were out. That was it. But not here. You get a timer, and the
Beta,
longer you stay alive, the more points you're actually worth.
Beta is Ouroboros' team, and if the scores on top mean anything, if the top means anything, then Cowboys winning by more than twice.
He's chomping at the bit. He's chomping at the bit. He's ready to get back in.
I see some Ouroboros fans are changing their votes for Team Cowboys somehow. What's happening, boys?
Putting forward news in here. Oro's getting right back in.
Oro stonks. Not doing so well today.
Those of you who played Armored Core 2 and beyond, you're going to remember where we were standing with that.
And all the parts that are moving right now, they're controlling every single piece of that.
Exactly. Now there is it's important to note, they're not using every single part that's available. There's a list, kind of a can list of parts.
I think you see now that chicken legs are superior. Yes, I can see by the score. Where Cowboys team's got 1,300 score and Ouroboros team's got 467. Yes, the chicken legs are definitely great. They're doing work.
See that stagger bar building up.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
boom.
definitely want to build
Down.
that stagger.
Again.
He did. Oh man, look at him smiling.
And,
look at him.
See, I told you, blood in the water. It's blood in the water.
Oh, they love each other. I'm sure they love each other, right? They love each other.
Oh yeah. Sure. They love each other. Yeah, we all like each other. Yeah.
Speak to the gameplay loop that happens here. Again, setting up those stuns. You can't. Sometimes you're not always in a position to take.
This is why you don't skip leg day, exactly, so that you don't look like Ouroboros AC.
The weapons aren't overheat. Chain stun, get that boost kick in the blade, whatever you can to put your opponent down. In the chaos of PvP here, sometimes you get ambushed, like fighting Cowboy here, taking the blade to behind. Madness. Even if even if you got the awareness and wherewithal to really stay in this and you can still.
The camera is kind of like zoomed in a way that it allows you to kind of like come in from behind on people like Ouroboros did to Cowboy.
Oro taking another down. The Alpha team up 17-20, but Beta 18-24 here. There it is.
Man.
There it is.
Yep.
And
there it is.
Wow, that was
there it is, bro.
Crazy match. Like,
bro,
that's our first
over
PvP
twice the score. That was disgusting.
Well, I mean,
like
what
it is what it is, boys.
Like, what did you notice about their gameplay?
I told you,
their,
Team Cowboy
ACs?
from the beginning.
What do you have done?
This is live footage. Yes, they are. I mean, I'm assuming they're live right now.
Right? Or like,
yes.
Backseat piloting, as it were. But seriously, obviously, there's a real melee when it comes to PvP. That the chaos of the scene, dealing with things in the moment.
Right.
One thing I did see a lot of is there's a lot of team play. There's a lot of focused targeting. You notice when there was a stagger that happened on someone specific in the opposite team, everybody else would swarm around, really focus, zone in on them, and try to take full advantage of that. That's the key. As far as doing things different, it's difficult to discern that because it's something you have to think about in real time. You're listening to your team members. Those of you who play Armored Core 5 and Verdict Day, you'd be familiar with this. You're trying to coordinate with them. You don't want to be the guy to rush out too fast or get caught out. Maybe you're too far ahead of your
Communication
team.
is very important.
Or you might be hanging too far back and you're not giving them the kind of fire support they need.
I think that all these tips are going to be very critical for a lot of people playing, and this might be the first time that they're playing an Armored Core game.
This is the
I mean, is there anything that you can possibly give to our viewers at home?
I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.
Like as a new player?
Yeah. The biggest thing as a new player, get a control scheme that's comfortable to you. You'll notice when you guys come in, if you're setting up with gamepad, there's type A, B, and C for the control. You can really sit down. You can also make your own custom control layout. That's certainly what I've done. I have a variation of type A controls I like to use.
I did that too, but let's join our players because
here we are. We're coming back into another match here.
Yeah.
Taking a pan of our team. Fighting Cowboy.
Look how great they all look.
Everybody's got their emblems ready to go.
Look at that. That's
Cleric by his side in the white Graviton tank. And we've got Team Green Screen, the glitch in the Matrix here.
What is going on?
He's gone for the hover.
Live to kick off. Squad Alpha Beta, our second round of PvP coming in here live for AC6.
Wait, Fighting Cowboys playing hover now?
Today. This is insane.
This is.
I know that my community at home is freaking out right now.
Look, the Gundam fans, if you got anybody coming from that, they gotta be digging this right now.
This is the game,
Jesus Christ! What the hell?
Weight and half to your AC.
Yes.
And, there's just that chunkiness to everything you're doing. So Fighting Cowboy taking advantage of the new feature of quads here. If you're a quad fanatic like myself,
oh my God, dude, that build is disgusting.
Fighting Cowboy just taking this position.
Look at this.
The aerial assault. Notice just
oh my God, what the hell?
Taking advantage of that 360 view. Like, look at that.
Absolutely. And then just reestablishing position as soon as he gets his energy set. Really taking a good job to manage his generator's energy. Panning back into Ouroboros, who is also running a quad.
Cowboy's just destroying them.
He's got the dual laser cannons. Anybody remember in Armored Core 4? I'm thinking of the Sirius.
They're trying to bully the tank threads.
Huge damage. And speaking of huge damage,
here comes Cowboy. Oh no!
He is trying to use that barrier.
Oh no! The Cowboy missiles of doom.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
And there goes Cleric going down. Oro taking a bit of
boom.
Cleaning up that last bit of AP he had.
But no, he can rise back.
Look at Cowboy's just like smiling on the cameras, like, yeah.
But this is
another one bites the dust.
Epic battle.
Score another one for the big boy. Oh my God.
Cowboy is taking advantage, getting right back in. Using his pulse shield as well. These are really important. You guys remember the beautiful boost kick coming from Fighting Cowboy. If you remember the extension parts the previous Armored Core
Oh
games.
my
That
God,
gives
Cowboy,
core
stop!
ability extensions you can make use of.
It's not fair!
Oh, down.
Big comment.
Oh.
Somebody finally looking up and taking the quad out of the
Revenge,
air.
though. You
flipping the
know,
wings.
there's revenge in this game. I'm sure.
Showing you that, even quads going aerial, that does not make you invincible. Sometimes that can make you a sitting duck. Check
gosh.
this out. Whoa.
Everything moves so
It
fast
does.
as well.
This is high
So you got to be
pace.
thinking fast as well.
You do. Not just with your own AC, lining up your own attacks, but also trying to coordinate the best.
Yeah,
you can
I think
with
Cowboys'
your
team is definitely
You're
using
here
that
going down
tank
a
as
cleric, and
as a
takes the
decoy,
down.
basically.
And
It's
once
like,
the
look
game
at the
comes out, you
state
already
that
know.
Ouroboros team
People are
is
just
after
taking
they
advantage
finally
of
take
all
out the
the,
tank. Like,
all the
Ouro's
customizable
dead,
pieces
and the other guy over
they can
there,
do
he's also
with
dead.
their AC.
Like, they're dead, both of
His
them,
down
right
after
there.
trying to
Boom.
reorient.
It's just like,
No dice. And
it's
again,
bait.
notice you cannot use
The tank is a bait.
repair kit deal.
It's a
That's in
trap.
PvE. You cannot use those in PvP, so you have to deal with the set of AP that you've got set up here.
There's only 2 minutes left.
2 minutes. Making
Anything
the
can
most of it.
happen.
Alpha team with a huge jump, going up to 1192. Holding a substantial lead here. Fighting Cowboy taken to the skies again, and really trying to really paint himself as the villain in this story.
He's smiling the whole time. So he's definitely a villain.
What do you mean villain? He's the hero.
Villains always smiling.
He's the hero of our story. What are you talking about?
Rocky Ford.
Oh, I mean, yeah, pretty much. Especially when he was talking about like how he likes his ACs, you know.
Oh my God.
No.
He is just getting some wonderful barrages in with that.
Jeez.
Look at this, the color scheme on his AC.
He's got the camo going.
That's great.
I know, it's fantastic. Cowboy finally taking it down to the ground, going in with assault boost. Important note here, when you use assault boost / overboost, we're actually encouraged to do that. You shave a little bit of damage you're taking yourself, but you also deal a little bit more damage as you're going into. So really getting in. Speaking of getting in to do
I
work.
saw that.
Fighting Cowboy, fight for his life here, popping that pulse, getting back in the air, getting a brand new stun.
Listen, guys, I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting Cowboy. Okay, I'm not playing PvP against fighting Cowboy. Fuck that noise, dude.
Cowboy taking the down.
We're not doing that.
Got to be enjoying that. My God.
I literally.
Look at Oru. Oru's like mad, dude. Look at his face. He's not even having fun anymore.
High test, but beta team still trying to swing back here at 10:44 over to Alpha teams. 16:93. From here, Oro with low AP, 1558. He's gonna do what he can with this last bit of AP. We got 15 seconds in the round. Let's see what happens with this hustle. Oro going down. Obviously, his core expansion.
Anyway, guys, I have to make it clear because sometimes people get the wrong idea.
5 seconds.
I really do like Oro. There's no animosity here.
Finished.
I'm Team Cowboy, but I also love my boy Oro. Okay, he's a cool dude. So don't get the wrong idea. I know that some people will start trying to create drama where none exists. Oro's an awesome guy.
Kill.
That was.
But I was
amazing.
rooting for Cowboy.
How did you guys think about that?
Like, it is what it is.
That PvP was so crazy. It was so good.
If that doesn't get you guys hyped, I'm not sure what does. I mean, it is
our world premiere.
And this has come so far from, the PvP of like Last Raven or some of the older PS2 games. What we're able to do here now and seeing the team combat, unreal.
It's fast, and it in turn it's also weighty.
Right.
You can feel everything that you're putting onto your unit, and you know that it's doing some damage.
Right.
And you're thinking for the moment when you're using everything. Not one button is not used in this game.
Exactly. Everything is getting utilized. So the best part, there's a bit of a love letter here. There's something for all of you out there, despite where you've come from with Armored Core. Those of you who loved Armored Core 4 and 4 Answer, you're probably loving the assault armor that was happening going off there. You'll remember Kojima Particles chorus, detonating your PA shield. Just the difference this time is you don't turn your own self. You don't turn your defenses into paper mache when you let off that assault burst. So it's a really good tool. It can be used offensively, can be used defensively. I think we saw everybody here really putting those tactics into high play today.
So
Cowboy has a good morning
that,
outfit bonus.
That they're bringing back into this game. I've heard it time and time again from hardcore Armored Core players. What are the things that you noticed? I know Vati mentioned some things too.
Yeah, he pointed to a few things. I'm going to be talking a lot more to combat because I'm still juiced from that PvP.
Yeah, for sure.
Just totally insane.
Yes.
One thing that you guys saw put in play is the kick after like people were doing the assault boost to run in, get in close, and do the boost kick. That comes straight from Armored Core 5. Everyone loved the idea of this very kinetic, visceral idea of just ramming your AC straight into another. And now we can still do that here. The boost kick coming back from AC5. I was just talking about assault armor. That's coming back from AC4, as I say, AC4 answer. You've got assault boost, aka overboost. That's back from Armored Core 2. You've even got part dropping back from Armored Core 3. It's really all over the series.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable. And we've got our third round of PvP
Let's
setting up. Let's zone in here. Squad, Alpha.
I think Ouroboros is going to... He looks like he's ready to take this one.
He is... Look, Boro's got something to prove here. And
he does.
He's not leaving.
Oh my God, triple tank treads?
He means business.
Jesus Christ.
Dual Gatling guns. Listen, if you guys...
Ouroboros going like full meta. He's like, I'm done with you people. I'm going to kill you all.
Machine.
I love the Gatling guns. Look at that.
And not just the Gatling guns. We got dual grenade launchers rolling all over the place.
Oh my God, dual grenade launchers?
The GLL. Those of you who played Armored Core Nexus era, the light grenade launcher, but it still means business. It shoots three grenades each volley. So if you can home in on somebody, you can get 6 grenades off, cause an insane stun, and we're going to see what can happen coming from Oro here.
And look at them utilizing the whole map here.
Taking advantage of, that
look
turn
at that.
speed with the tanks. And Oro snapping off those grenade shots, recentering himself, using that quick boost very, very well, but taking a ton of damage and punishment himself.
Oh, no.
Sometimes you can go overboard with that,
You can overcommit. You can overcommit. Too easy to do.
Damn.
I understand in the whole melee.
Especially when you're in it. I've noticed that I've done that too, but is always be mindful of everything that you're doing, even when you're like in the heat of the moment.
Exactly. Both team captains taking a hit or two, but neither are deterred. We got Fighting Cowboy heading right back in with the overboost. He's honing right in. Stuck on an obstacle there, but he still gets over it, and he's right back into the melee. Check it out.
That was an 80 AP.
It looks like rolling the shotgun.
I feel like this is one of his weaker builds.
Staying on.
I'm just stunned. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Didn't build up a full stun, but still got some good damage. Still got some good damage off, and that's key. Sometimes you won't be able to stay home for the full
See, Cowboy, this is what happens when you betray the tank threads.
Let them do the rest of
This
the
is what happens.
The limit is like, it's really easy to kind of go overboard. What are some tips that you can give people about, like, not doing that too much?
Back in 5 and Verdict Day, when we were looking at urban combat like this, you could kick off the walls a lot. Since we don't have that here, maps where you have covered, make use of that. Those of you who are fast, if you're maneuverable, break locks as much as you possibly can.
So break locks.
Assault armor, yeah.
So
anybody worried about auto tracking too much, I can't get away from my
Damn, dude, those Gatlings doing
Save yourself
work.
some trouble. Get out of that train wreck. Leave yourself for another day.
Oh man.
Oro getting a rare respite, a breather.
That's right. I'm like, what is he doing over here? He's just relaxing.
Sometimes you get a little time to coast, reorient. Sometimes you got an opening. If you down enough enemies, you can kind of recenter, recoordinate with your team, bring things back together, tighten back up, and that's what we're going to need right here. As Oro and gang start to get flanked, but turning that right around, turning the tables, using that 360 turn on tanks. Tell you what, I gotta say this about tanks. Anybody at home watching this, a big weakness of tanks in the past, people try to use their blind spots, but notice you can spin at the torso with tanks now, and it's not as much of an issue. And another down, and we're looking at Fighting Cowboy with low AP,
I'm loving to see like how everyone's playstyle is so different in here.
Markedly different. We have some running support a little more.
Right.
Others who are right in, like Fighting Cowboy, taking us down, but still dishing out as much damage as he's taking. Just tenacious.
They're getting major air in here. I mean, they're just raining down on them, you know?
These dual Gatlings, and by the way, the sound design, the audio is absolutely gross. It's amazing. The sound of dual miniguns going off with the casings raining, there's nothing like it.
You're pretty much like getting a vision. Everything is visually beautiful in this game. You know, you always wonder, how is it going to look? Well, we see right here, this is what you're going to get.
Oh, we've got a pinning with Oro just circling, and then the full down. total AP bar just stripped there.
Jesus, the grenade launcher spam.
Now, one thing too, which ideally what they want to happen with those grenade launchers,
Right.
kind of like back in AC4, if you can hit splash damage, that counts for a lot. You don't have to hit an opponent bang on with those grenades. So sometimes taking to the air, not getting that bang on hit, or like here with Oro taking advantage of the
It
stun,
does feel
that
like
might be the
teams
best
kind of
play.
like snowball
And we've got a
really fast.
back-to-back stun.
Like the first
Look at all the
the first
together.
one to
This is
die,
Claire trying to get out of
it's
this,
like the other
making
team's
use
gonna
of his
smash
pulse
you.
shields, but I don't know how much longer he can hold on here. Turn around and focus on Oro. Oh, well, good timing because his teammates got pulled off from the action a little bit.
And the thing is, like, look how they're sticking together too. They're
Still a
trying to
tight
stick in
formation. Still a tight formation. It's easy to get caught all the way across the
Right.
map in cases like this, but everybody is staying just succinct, precise.
We got 30 seconds to go. I mean,
Right.
it could be anyone right
You're
now.
zoning down. Team Alpha is up 18 to 20. I heard Team Beta's 13-72. If Alpha just holds on to this with just no huge mistakes, no huge downs, we should be sailing. 15:04. We can get a couple last minutes. We got 15 seconds on the clock.
Yeah. It is real close right now.
Oro
Gotta pull all those
making his
stops.
push to make a press here. What can we make happen? Oh, and there it is. Team Beta with that swing.
Whoa.
17-47.
So
and
wait,
Oro
is this
loving
best
this.
of?
I knew.
Is this
I had a
best of
feeling
5?
Oro's like, hey,
He's loving
it's
this.
my time right now. Look at him.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him with a smile.
He's like, I got this. I know I got this.
And having a chance to go behind the scenes a bit. I know Oro does a lot to juice up his team. He does a lot
Right.
to try to bring Cheng and everybody in, really getting them into that process, getting
And
them
that's
in.
important,
It
too.
is. You got to get them.
Yeah.
You got to get your team as vicious as you are to get in this. So it looks like we're taking a sec to change schematics. We're going through designs.
This is
here.
great.
Yeah, this guy gives everybody a look at what that schematic loadout looks
And these
like.
are the loadouts that he already had ready.
Yeah, so this is the good thing here. You don't have to actually spend time going
Mm-hmm.
through the garage to change, to cycle through each individual part. If you want to go do just load up your design. Again, another feature that became popular as of Armored Core 4,
Right.
coming back, revisiting us here in Armored Core 6.
Amazing. I love hearing about the history that you know.
It's
And this
so
is great.
fun.
This is amazing
It's-
to have all of this together.
It's incredible. It's an incredible love letter. My favorite Armored Core game before this was
Mm-hmm.
Last Raven, my #1. But I'll tell you what, this is already taken its place,
See?
and I'm stoked. I'm stoked. It's
I
crazy
mean,
to say that.
That's enough for me. Okay?
If they did
As a
that.
person that only played one of the games in the series, that to me, we played the same time.
Right,
When we had the, kind of tested out and everything. And I was like, I wonder how everyone else feels about this.
This is a
game.
really
But
cool
we're so
event.
busy each playing.
I know,
So
and it just kind of zoned in here.
oh.
So Fighting Cowboy's got to be feeling the heat a bit, but nonetheless,
I think he likes the heat.
I think he likes it. I think
Yeah, he likes
he's
it.
in his element here.
Yeah.
You see him; he's still collected, still calm, getting things together with this team. And speaking of, we have
See,
changed
every
maps.
time they
Cowboy
change
once again
everything,
coming
that looks
to-
beautiful.
Here we go. We've got
Coming with
heavily on
the,
Cowboy there. We got a dual plasma
reverse
rifles going in that
jointed.
reverse joint. Look out for that. I'm going to be talking to that explosive
I can't
damage
wait to
happening
see what
here.
he does with that.
Bear in mind, anybody who
Okay,
remembers
Ouroboros
again,
coming in
Five
with
Birthday,
the
we have
quads.
3 different types of damage happening. In AC5BD, we had CEKE and TE damage.
Oh, this is
We got
laser.
explosive. We got energy.
This is
They
laser
look like
build.
claws.
Solid here. Yeah, don't they though? They do.
look
It's
like
kinda- I love
like
the
clippers.
counterweight. It's kind of got an alien design, a look to it. Again, going to work with the plasma rifles right away. This is one of the variable charge
man.
weapons you can take advantage of. You can just shoot like Cowboy's doing here. If you want to hold down your triggers, you can charge them up. You'll get a triple explosive burst from each plasma rifle. We might see those
That
used.
he's moving so
Okay, so
agile.
basically his point
so
with this, I
smooth.
think, is to bust up
The
gauges.
nice thing about, again, the explosives
Like, look at how
that
quick
you
he's
don't
building up gauge on
bang
the
those
enemies.
shots. Sometimes that
And he's
damage
super
can
fast,
be
too.
destructive. And you know the best part, he's got those explosive missiles on the back too, just to set up to really stagger
Boom.
blind, keep opponents off balance.
It's just moving so
Absolutely.
beautifully right now.
Fast RJ build. Quads might be good at air control now, but do not count out the reverse joint and their power of verticality. Speaking
Look
of
at
which,
that. He's
Cowboy just using these boost hops.
The
and
thing is, like,
managing his energy.
he's mainly using.
He
like,
can't even hit him.
You know, all of the map right here, and he's just. going
Cowboy's
all
like,
over
you
it,
want to
making sure
learn
that
how you
he's
do a
covering
dodge
everything.
build, Oro? Here we go.
Let's change up to Ouroboros, taking to the skies with his quad once again.
And he's a big fan of this too. So let's see.
He's hitting them to talk it up. I mean, I was watching him during the Steam
Right.
Cleaner play and stuff, go through this stuff. It's great to see him putting the same energy to play in PvP. Oro getting a full snap of grenades off. Fantastic.
Popping off. I already knew it. I knew that he had it in him, and he's like He's letting loose right now.
There's a lot of us out there that call the grenade launcher the problem solver, formerly known as the GNL-15, but again, the GLL here is just fantastic.
Uh-oh, here comes Cowboy.
Love it. One of my favorite weapons.
Oh, Cowboy's about to go down, though.
Oh man, Oro caught in a little bit of stunnage here coming from the plasma rifles on the other side, but he still gets out of it. Low in energy, it's easy to overextend your generator cap here, but notice once you hit the ground, that energy fills back up so much.
Jesus!
You gotta take advantage of that management.
Cowboy.
Trying to take advantage of that aerial
but he's
assault
still
coming
smiling, so he's okay.
He's all right.
He's gonna get right back up.
All right, again, but things are still fairly even here at the takedowns. We got Team Alpha at 461 and Beta
Wow.
at 216.
Like, that was one hell of a burst that
ample
Cowboy
amount of
pulled
time.
off out of there.
240?
Still anyone's game right now as far as what's happening. We were talking about what should time limits be before we were setting up for this, and I think 5 minutes is just right.
Yes.
Get you really immersed, get into that chaos, and get into that havoc. This is just beautiful. Again, Cowboy, there's the triple shot, the charged up plasma, followed by the triple missiles and the kick. Those are the kind of combos that we're talking about.
Oh my God.
Beautiful work by Cowboy.
But he's too.
Pays for it. I think.
Yeah, he's too tiny.
He's getting wise to his game,
so
trying to
he's,
really
reading
punish
him.
Cowboy for this, trying to get the hard beats going on. We like to see it. Oro getting bold, just willing to
This
take
one's
these grenade
like
shots at
way
a
closer.
target, hopefully to hit bang on. So he gets close. There they go. Down to 1029 AP. Again, the longer you can keep yourself alive, the more of a target you make yourself because you stack up more points. The more points you're worth.
And I wonder, like, if they're switching up the play style often, if their teammates are catching up too.
Right.
You know, and that's.
Anybody out there worried about ammo count? You notice in the bottom right portion of the screen, ammo seems a lot more generous here in AC6 than we've had it in previous games, and I think
the charge-up shots of those guns.
They have to drop parts. Just look at Cowboy here. I mean, I'm sure he's freshly spawned, but he has got plenty more where that came from. And he is not afraid to show that kind of distinction here.
He's pretty aggressive too, the way he fights. He's very aggressive.
There is no stop. Getting out of dodge, getting himself clear, but trying to stay in that counteroffensive as he falls back.
I feel like also making sure your meter is not like over.
Right.
Is something that I think a lot of players have to keep in mind.
Jesus.
Oh.
Using we're in a bit of a just all out in the middle of the open battlefield. Things are really crazy right now. But these tanks you see around the arena, it's an example of some of this cover you can take advantage of. You have too many problems.
He's not going to be able to do much to the tank, I feel like.
Just get under that cover. Save yourself some trouble.
Yeah, but Cowboy's almost like in a support build here, I feel.
Speaking of aerial assaults, look at this.
This is just all-out attack.
Fighting Cowboy, digging in with another boost kick after he drops a whole.
It feels like he's already
plasma.
knowing all of his moves, Oro's moves.
Yes, he is trying to predict them at least a bit ahead of time. We're down to the last 20 seconds. Team Alpha's got the lead right now with 1074.
Ooh.
Can they hold on to it? We got the swing up to 1196. Beta 682 with Ouroboros. Fresh off the spawn, 5 seconds. What do we make happen? We're going
Oof.
Oof. It is not enough. And there's the finish. Team Alpha.
Wow.
Up another game. And of course, Fighting Cowboy clearly with that look of saying, this is how it should be. This is how it was meant to be.
You know what? All of that PvP is insane. I'm sure that everyone at home, how do you guys feel about that? We're going crazy inside right now.
That is wild.
Oh, man. What do you think about like how your teammates are feeling right now watching this?
It's got to be pulse pounding stuff. I mean, look, the broader community watching this too. I mean, I'm sitting here going crazy just seeing it on screen. And those of you guys at home, look, I hope you're digging this as much as we are. It's absolutely
pretty fucking
crazy.
awesome.
Obviously super smooth. I know one of the biggest questions has been, what's PvP going to be like? And the last thing people wanted was just only look at that with canned footage. But here we had several matches live. We had the team play happening. We had several different builds used, and you guys got to see everything. The tanks, reverse droids, quads, bypass, the whole deal's in play.
I'm loving this right now.
It's killer, isn't it?
Right now too much.
I'm dying
I can't.
here. I'm dying
my
here.
face hurts from smiling. I love it. The thing is, our players are some of the best.
They are.
They are some of the best. And I think that seeing the community get larger from this, I can't wait to see what we're going to be what's going to be showcased in the future.
And I'll tell you what I've loved to see, just the adaptation, especially in the part of fighting Cowboy and Oro. They played so many From games,
right?
And their content, if you guys have ever checked it out and know anything about it, just adapting all those scenes. But coming here to Armored Core and really just digging in, just with both hands here, and just coming up with the strats on the fly, just their builds. It's just been awesome to see how they'd adapt to just the early week 1 stuff.
And I think that even new fans, there's a lot of new fans in my community that are really excited about this game because they like that weightiness. And I keep on mentioning that, but then when you're, maneuvering around with your AC, you're like, this feels right.
It does. It does. There's nothing really like Zone of the Enders quite like about it. There's a real weight, a heft to your ACs.
Yes.
And the cool part about that is you feel that in the verticality. You really have to push your boosters to ascend when you're rising up. You really feel it when you're doing the quick turn motions and everything like that. So you put so much of your own personal flavor behind it too, which is unbelievably
Each
high.
piece on the AC is your personality and how you play.
Exactly.
It's very personal, which I think is the most beautiful part about Armored Core games.
Down to the emblem, down to the paint job, every single part of it. So if you guys are as eager as we are to dig into this, hey, you got a home waiting for you in PvP. Get in there and enjoy it.
I mean, we're watching PvP live, and I can't wait to talk to the players because
same. I know. We gotta hear their thoughts. I want to hear in this blood riot.
They were,
too,
like I said, they were trolling each other on Twitter
the
earlier.
whole time.
Or not Twitter, sorry, X.
X.
But you know what? Anyway, so let's join our players to get their thoughts on the match.
Let's dive in.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Hey, we're doing great.
What could be better? Yeah.
I'm really curious to hear.
Is there anything better?
Different... Oh, what was that?
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, okay, awesome. Amazing job, everyone. We thought you killed it out there.
Absolutely, guys.
We're really curious to hear your different perspectives of the game.
Go ahead.
Super fun. Yeah, I love the PvP. It's awesome.
So I think the big thing people need to keep in mind here is tank goes boom.
Yes.
And
it does.
and Team Beefy Boys are clearly the champion of this.
Yes.
What was that 3-1?
Yeah, I think it was 3-1.
Oh,
man. Sounds right. 3-1. Sounds right. Yeah.
And they had to try and
get
need
rigged
to win. Oh, it's embarrassing.
Okay. That was a good fight, Cowboy.
No, honestly, yeah.
It was good.
Honestly, it feels amazing.
Trash
you
talk.
Get a beat on somebody, next thing you know, you're getting stunned from behind, and you have to change angles, and then the dynamic of having to go for the guy worth extra points. Yeah, it's a dogfight is that doesn't even come close to describing how it feels to actually play it.
The 3v3 is absolute chaos, and I loved it. It was good, right?
Yeah.
Like, we were calling out, screaming to each other in the room, like trying to focus different players. It was awesome. It was so much fun.
Yeah, we were calling out targets, 0-1, 0-3, 0-2.
Yeah, Cowboy, I think I heard you from over the other room, dude. Yeah, you're so loud.
Absolutely awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, it's looking like we might have a little bit of room for redemption, a little time to throw things back in.
Oh,
yes.
What would you guys say for another shot to keep this whole blood feud going? You want to let Cowboys team run away with this World Chain? You guys got something to say about it?
What do you think?
Yeah, because I'm feeling this rivalry a lot more. It's getting thick.
Yeehaw, partner, let's go.
Yeah, we're having a salty run back here.
We're gonna
run this back.
Okay.
We're gonna run this back. We got the
I'm
time.
ready.
We're willing. We got the team here. Let's run it back. Get ready for another best of 5. Let's hear it, guys. Get hype in the house. Team Ouroboros, Team Fighting Cowboy, back in the mix. Let's settle this. Awesome.
Oh man. I mean, I can't believe that we're doing another PvP match.
I know. I'm so glad there's time for it. We'd only initially planned maybe just to have that one segment, but you see here.
This is why I like live podcasts, because we
yes.
can think of these
See,
things
it
on
is,
the fly.
It is live.
It's like, we're
people
really
wondering.
going to do another PvP match?
I was pretty sure it was live, but yeah.
I don't know if I can handle it.
I'm all about it.
I think that he's getting really heated though. His blood's boiling. I
Oh,
can
he
tell
is.
Oro is like,
Oh yeah, Oro's
let's go.
mad. He's
Oro's
big
not willing to
mad.
Let this stand, but fighting Cowboy just kind of pushing him off. Said, "Hey man, you can try. You can
Rurikhan,
try.
they
but
paying you to
I
stream
can't
this?
guarantee
Yep.
any results. We're gonna see what
Checks
happens
in the
this next
mail,
set of five
baby.
and see if there could be any
Hells
kind of redemption
I'm
here.
very curious about their, rivalry. Actually, I'm probably gonna look it up later.
Look into it. Kind of dig into things. But we
Recashing
this whole day in the
checks.
studio beforehand, we've been hearing the trash talk between them. I love it. I
I
love
didn't
it.
get to hear it,
I love it.
but then I'm hearing it now, and it's amazing.
Now you see it live.
Yeah, and now I'm hoping that after the game releases, I'm
Right.
excited to see them play again.
Oh, well, everybody will be back in. Hopefully we get a chance to
Yeah.
mix it up with everybody and jump in.
And I hope I can
can't
play
wait.
with you too.
Oh,
that would
same
be
here,
really
same
awesome.
here, same here,
I
same
would
here.
love to team up because now that the community is getting bigger, I want to join in on the fun
no,
too.
You should. This is
Yeah.
the time for it, and especially anybody who's really enjoyed the whole complement of From Games. Again, there's so many potential new fans, and you guys really got the opportunity to help push this well into the future. So hey, I encourage you guys, hop in, join in PvP. Of course, this is just proof. Stone cold copy proof that beating the game isn't the end. Getting the multiple endings, whatever parts you find, that's just the start.
Yeah.
You get in here in PvP, and that's where you apply everything you found.
And the customization is the thing that I think is the best
Blake,
thing.
I hope you
that
understand. I'm joking.
That I can visually see because I'm a nut
Because it
for
seems
that.
seems
just
like you're not
customizing
joking.
to the T of how I want
Exactly.
my
And
armored core to be.
the best part, even if you've done your homework on the parts, let's say you've gotten the internals, the generator, the fire
Right.
control system, you got everything you want. You think you got a weapon loadout you want. Then things
The
come to
dude
the
that's
paint
with
scheme, the
her,
emblem
he
editor.
is from
Anybody who likes
the
spending time in
Armored
that,
Core
look,
Legacy
the emblem editor is the
website.
most robust it's ever been in this version of
At
AC.
least that's
So,
what I
mean,
think
if
from
you
the
like to spend
introductions that
hours
they
just
did earlier.
Popping down emblems, place stuff all over your AC, you've got a chance to.
Oh yeah, and we're back on another PvP match.
Throwing things back.
Okay, here we
Yes.
go.
Continuing on with Squad
Cowboy coming in
Alpha.
with the
That is Fighting Cowboys team. Eric, ready and gang, ready to go here against Oro. And from Chang, looking for some redemption here and looking at
Oro
Chang
coming
to
in
get
with
back
the
a John
I love their
Quadra.
color
system.
scheme.
Still trying to break the game with that Matrix glitch look. You think they're trying
Yeah.
to use the green screen? I don't know here. Was somebody calling on something illegal? Right to the races and a brand new map
I love
here.
watching their tactics here. Let's see.
So
Let's see.
here, this is going to be really interesting. This map. There's a lot less coverage.
Oh,
and
damn,
anybody
they are
familiar with
focusing
Classic Armored
Cowboy.
Core, it's a lot like the old
Jesus.
school arena map. A nice big open area. No
Is that
huge
the
amount of cover to
strategy?
worry
Take out
about.
Cowboy
Really
instantly?
here, you can't depend on the value of a lot of cover. You really just got to be aware, both aerial and on ground. Speaking of which, here we go with Cowboy again using these grenades. Already low on AP, but just totally shrugging off what's happening behind him. He wants this quad.
He's
wants
very
him.
aggressive. He's one of the most aggressive players I've seen.
I can
so far.
respect that. Cowboy just not deterred. Not deterred. He zones in on his target. He wants to get that job done. My God, he tries to make it happen. Oro on the way here. Also, the fresh spawn himself, just jumping right in on things. Oh, the blade. The back. Choose not to do the double hit. Zone in one more time. And is instead going to just choose to back off a little bit. There's the blade combo from Oro, causing Flare to actually respond and pop his shield with Oro paying the price for that overcommitment. Man,
And it's
Jesus.
punishing too.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. Very,
Especially if you get a little greedy, they're punishing these players as well.
I can really respect as far as where the punishment comes from, as far as getting the stun, because again, like I was saying earlier, you're not always in a good position to take advantage of that stun.
Right.
You know, and the people that can seize it, man.
I just love watching the team
Dude,
action. I think
Cowboy
that's
is going
super-
ham
super
with the
awesome.
friggin'
Oh.
Tetras.
Cowboy getting hit
Trying
by
to team
a
up.
Wait, is that
blade
double
from the
double
flank, but
pistols?
No one really had enough to follow up on it. That was a perfect example.
Cowboy's
Right,
rocking
exactly.
double
Stunned, but didn't
pistols.
hit.
Oh my
Exactly.
God.
And check it out. Team Alpha is all over this again. It's 854 to Beta's 108.
I guess the
Take down
double
Cowboy
pistols
here.
are
Hope we stack up some
probably
points.
have less
Even
travel
things up.
time with the projectiles, maybe?
However, this goes to show, even with a ton of armor,
No, they
even
still
with a
have
ton of
pretty
armor,
decent
you can
travel
make a
time.
tank just bleed AP. Well, it's already down in 2000s
Oh,
here. Look at this.
got him.
You can go down before Fighting Cowboy does. Another stun and pop in the shield. Pop in the shield for pulse fences. And there goes Cowboy.
Oh.
With that hit. Fair
Bro,
enough,
they
fair
already
enough.
they already smashing.
I love this how we keep the focus over on the team captains.
Right.
And Oro staying collected. Staying collected. Alpha's up 983 to Team Beta's 465, but still we have 2 minutes 17 left.
Pistols do high stagger? Okay.
I feel like, with those kind of legs, they're very agile.
They are, and in fact, reverse joints, just from my time with the game, they feel a little quicker.
Right.
They did in the past.
I was wondering about that because it looks like it's quicker too.
Now, in previous ACs, of course, there was like lightweight reverse joints, heavyweight versions, and you've got different weight classes, of the types of legs here.
Right.
We see that assault armor going off, and look at this punishment.
That is punishment.
Everybody.
I felt that.
Yeah.
I felt that.
Oh!
Unbelievable switchback happening here.
Down
taking this down
two.
again. Absolutely trading hits here, but Alpha coming out the better. 12:03 to Beta 682. Still some time to make something happen here, but steadily running away with the lead.
I'm watching closely. I'm seeing where the teammates can. Oh,
here it is.
Oh, here it is.
Here it is. This double, and check that out. Oro though taking his down, trying to go after Cleric. Sometimes there's the.
It looks friggin' amazing, dude.
Gracious me. One of the favorite things, we're seeing quads and tanks and plenty. I'm loving this.
It is beautiful. I mean, this whole gameplay is unreal. It does not look.
Doesn't do it justice.
It's just gorgeous.
Oro was talking about this earlier about how important your leg choice is. And I got to point to this. Everybody's using
Oro
some
really
very
likes the
destructive
melee,
weaponry right now. Quads and tanks are perfect for that.
Constantly goes in for the melee.
that
Like,
give you a little
when it
bit
comes to
less
armored
recoil,
core,
and it's very
I think I'm going to be
love it.
much more ranged than focusing that much on melee.
It is critical, mission critical. Got another stun set happening here. Fighting Cowboys got to be happy about that. Taking a command in
I think Fighting Cowboy's just happy in general.
I think just in general here, he is loving this. Team Alpha up 1884 to Beta 791.
Even when he's down, he's like, you know what? I don't really care because
the
I'm
man
playing.
just doesn't care.
He's having fun. And that's important.
That's because Cowboy doesn't give a fuck.
Especially if you're like the team leader. You can't be like showing like any signs of weakness. No. Oh,
Cowboy
5
getting
seconds.
that last down before he goes down.
Oh.
5 seconds. That'll be enough time to swing things. The finish.
Oh, the finisher.
Oro taking this to heart.
Oh.
First of this run back best of 5 series going over to Fighting Cowboy.
Oh, I felt that one. I felt that one.
Did you just you saw it in Oro's eyes? He's
I mean, and especially since you've been such a fan for so long. I mean, looking at this PvP, how does it affect you right now? I'm sure it's like crazy.
Oh man, I'm almost like to drop everything right now and run back there myself. And,
I was about to say that earlier.
I'm kind of dying to. Maybe
The
there'll be time after.
PvP in this game is unreal. I mean, we're
so
seeing
fun.
it for the first time too,
Right,
like live.
right.
Them playing together. This is intense, and it's going to be intense all the way through.
Right.
While you're playing this game.
There's some important context here. I think it was Cowboy was commenting before we came in. He played the role of comms, like a team coordinator.
Right.
Oh, yeah. He mentioned that on our podcast as
there was
well.
a position in the team where you could help coordinate everybody, bring your team together, kind of direct them where to go. So to see him kind of taking that knowledge and just getting right in here as a team captain, actually applying that to gameplay.
I was actually thinking about that game, Genie. Like, this could actually be a pretty decent
especially for me, I would
esport.
say like the game, the PvP aspect is what's going to drive me to play the game.
Right.
I think that's.
I like hearing that. I love the way you think. Absolutely. That's what drove me to play so long ago when I first stumbled on it. It's like an old Yahoo group.
Oh, great.
For Armored Core, and that led to the whole PHBB forums.
I love this history that you're telling us.
It was that need for PvP. I was shocked to even find out there was a scene. I know the closest one I had to me was in the Midwest. Armored Core Midwest Mayhem was held in Janesville, Wisconsin. I was in Illinois at the time, went over state lines to attend, and the rest was history. I could not believe that there was an Armored Core tournament to go attend. So it's, hey.
I've never been to one. I hope that you guys like pop up one.
Are these just weapons from the early game? No. I think that those were like end game weapons.
As far as just hosting them and doing them. With the advent of the online era, there hasn't been as much of a need. Obviously, people being able to play from home and everything. And of course, you guys out there are going to have brand new, plenty of chance to play with AC6.
All right, we're back in it.
But we're getting back. Here we go. This run back, best
What
of
is
5.
that?
Fighting Cowboy and crew absolutely in their element. Squad Alpha.
Oh my God, is that a reverse jointed with Gatlings?
Dim legs, though.
Look at dim legs, though.
They're dim legs, though. Look at
Good
that.
balance here. Biped, a quad, and a tank. Hopefully play to their strengths. What I'm hoping here, especially with that kind of setup, is to have the tank player sort of literally be that tank, get in and with the engagement. Hopefully the quad supports in the air with the biped able to pull some tricks, maybe some blade maneuvers from the flanks.
Look
We're
how
going to see
high
how it
he's
unfolds.
going.
And look at this already.
This air. Oh my
It's
gosh.
quad versus quad right away, wasting no time. Ouroboros going to work with the dual
This is
laser cannons.
intense. Oh, man.
Absolutely on fire here.
Oh, God.
Different right now.
Fighting Cowboy taken back to the streets here.
Yeah, he's taking it back. That is...
Forced to pop that.
Jesus!
Getting the boost kick back for revenge. Running right into a spat of assault armor, and he's about to take it down.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's,
You gotta be careful there.
He just,
gotta be careful.
they collected with interest.
Oh,
With interest. Cowboy
ouch.
taking really down. Again, the team Alpha though at 219, the Beta's 141. Still very fresh in this set. And John Rubicon down over on Ouroboros' side, trying to get back in. Hopefully Cheng and Oro trying to hold the fort until he arrives, gets a chance to speed back over.
Right.
That's going to be trouble. That biped's coming in a little light, swinging with some heavyweights here. He's going to have to really watch his step. Speaking of watch his step, huge loss of AP.
I feel like they're so focused right now.
They are. Look, it's the same thing, you know, back at the old LAN tournaments and being in person, about the amount of focus you have to give this and really zoning in, digging into every aspect of play here. Your energy management, this is critical. Playing it to how well your AP's holding up, what your team's doing. There are always a million and one things to watch at any given time with what we have happening.
Good Lord. The amount of missiles he can lock on.
Before our eyes.
They're doing a magnificent job, though, especially with the combat.
Wait,
being
is
so
he all
intense.
missiles? Yeah, his guns are missile launchers,
Some of you out there
too.
were worried that you'd be able just to lock and permanently follow
Correct.
someone. I hope you guys out there have seen that a lock does not mean you're going to be able to
Oh
track someone forever.
my God.
And I know that people are talking about that online, and they don't have to worry about that.
Dude, I'm be real. I think that in part, Ouroboros kind of throwing a little because he's just like so. Every time you see it, and he's attacking Cowboy. Cowboy's like, I'm killing everybody. Oro's like, no, Cowboy must die.
Oro is more like to go.
Like, look at his face.
While Cowboy tends to stick
like, this is personal, right?
Assault boost to really, really high frequency. Loving what we're
This
seeing
is
out
I
there.
personal.
love all the different tactics they're using. Especially, it's pretty vast.
It
You know,
is,
they're
it
playing
is.
very differently, but still killing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It shows you there is no limit where people want to take things here. And Oro taking some hits from the flank, but he managed to shake that off, focusing in, zoning in, sensing some blood in the water, trying to finish off this quad.
I think 5 minutes is a perfect time for
It's
these
perfect.
battles
It keeps
because
things intense, it keeps you involved, things don't drag out too
Right.
long, and it keeps that hype high,
Yes.
that energy that we love to have, and
Exactly.
everybody's giving it 110% here. With Oro taking another down in
ouch.
Team Alpha, 967.
but we're probably going to watch him like get back right up.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Oro's known to be doing that, you know.
He is.
He's very, you know, he likes his revenge.
Down but not out. Down but not out. Let's see what we can make happen. Oro with the fresh set of AP, also with the soul armor, waiting to go off here.
Ooh, gotta be
Full
careful.
stun
Gotta be
built
careful.
up, but he should still be pretty good. Still, it happened in the air. He wasn't surrounded.
Right.
He was able to get himself to safety, and now he's kind of zoned himself into a 2-on-1 situation
Oh
here.
no.
Taking you guys saw it. I mean, look, he was 7,000 something AP
And here
a
comes
bit
the
ago,
kick.
and now we're looking at a 108 AP back against the wall. Look, the tide can
Yeah.
turn on a dime in games like this.
Especially with teammates that, you know,
exactly.
that know what you're going to do
And
next.
everyone's in coordination. Man, just to get himself some air, but he's being gunned for here because everybody sees how low he is, and they're trying to fish that
They're
kill.
trying to support him right now, but it's just, they move too fast, I think.
Stay up. There it goes. There
Jesus,
it goes. And
the
fighting Cowboy
speed.
in the mix again. Somebody tell this man it was supposed to be an exhibition. Taking everything to heart.
He's
Loving
just
it.
eating it up. He's like, this is mine.
Unreal.
Oh my gosh.
Just
44
absolutely
seconds.
taking his opponent here. And the team really has
Fighting Cowboy sending a message.
1486 to 18.5.
Oh, that was sick.
Cleric
That was
celebrating the
sick
double blade.
That's amazing.
1595 with 30
Turn the
seconds
exhibition
remaining
into an
on the clock.
execution.
Let's see something. We want to see something.
Can there be any kind of turnabout? The assault armor going off on Cowboy's target.
Oh my
but
God.
not deterred. Just calmly sitting here from the air, raining down missiles. Oro just trying to scrap to stay alive, but it's not going to be enough. Going down with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. But Team Beta to 1934. What can happen here? We got 5 seconds.
I mean, anything can happen. We'll see. Oh, But Fighting
No,
Cowboy
I don't
is
think
standing his ground.
I don't think anything
To
can
the finish.
happen at 1700 to 900. I don't think anything can happen. I don't think that's how that works.
Commanding lead again. Najimine, Cleric, and Fighting Cowboy making a statement here at our first live look at PvP.
He's
What
just
a
so
set.
satisfied with
Look,
himself
look,
right
look
now.
at
I think Fighting Cowboy, like, if you notice his smile right now, Fighting Cowboy smile is like, shit, Ouroboros gonna eat so much. God, that's not gonna be
I did have a
good.
question for you. I mean,
Yeah.
you're seeing all of these units, ACs being used. Do you have any favorite, that they've made? Especially
I
like
gotta
for this battle.
say, from what I've been seeing, of course, I'm going to be partial. Well, there's
Missile
one
boat
right
go
behind me. I
brrr.
saw a bunch of them right here in PvP.
Right.
The quads. I gotta say, man, it's a toss-up between Oro's dual laser cannon quad, and I'm
Right.
really liking what Fighting Cowboy is running.
I'm
just
taking
now,
notes
just now
myself.
with the dual missiles and
Right.
missile boat. He just took his time. He just sat in the air, took advantage of that new the aerial ability that quads have to really just rain down missiles when he needed to. He was able to work his ground game, get in, establish control, and
Right.
really push. I think both those designs speak to a different play style depending how aggressive you want to get,
Yes.
how passive you want to be in your play.
Right.
This
Both
guy's
of those really
commentary
stood
is
out to
like
me.
I
top
think I'm
notch.
more like Cowboy, actually. I'm very aggressive.
Okay,
So
good.
I'm studying everything that he has on his AC.
Absolutely.
And I'm just putting it here.
That's
But then
what
I
I'm
have to
talking
be very
about.
careful for my AP
You
as
do.
well.
You do.
That's the one thing that I kept on going overboard when I was playing Armored Core.
It's easy to overcommit in the moment. You get in, you start pushing your
It's pretty
generator, and
intense.
before you know it, you're just stripped to 6,000 AP, and you said, "What happened?"
That was
what
me.
happened?
That was me when I was playing the first time. When we got our hands on Armored
Yeah.
Core 6, when I was playing, I was just going over, and I was like, I got to keep in mind not to be too hungry.
Right.
Be hungry enough.
Exactly.
And we were seeing that with Cowboy, and I loved his play style. It was great.
Yeah, an important note here too. I mean, just imagine we haven't even seen the spread of weapons fully yet. There's still so much to unlock.
Right.
We're working with a limited set of weapons we can actually show today, but everyone here really just making a fantastic showcase of what's
They
possible.
are, and
Cowboys
they're just
trying
using
out
all,
that
their
bipedal
best builds
again.
right now that they can do in the game, and it's been such a delight.
Oh, god damn it. The triple tanks again, dude.
It sounds like Fighting Cowboys team suspected this. The triple tank rollout. With
Hey,
the
I'm all for that. I'm all for that. I'm all about this.
Team Oro in for the heavyweight slugfest here. Coming in.
The Gatlings, they're just all of them.
I love it. I love it. And this is actually great. Traditionally, in the older AC games, the old MG1000 was so good for missions and whatnot. But people would tend, when it came to the MG800 or some of the machine guns with slightly
Are
less
they gonna
ammo, maybe
pierce
more
that
accuracy
bad
in the
boy?
attack punch rate. If you have a
Jesus.
Gatling gun, it's just a stun machine.
Jesus
We're
Christ.
seeing that happen right here. Keeping those streams of fire going.
Nah, dude, the triple tanks is triple tanks.
Of stun happening
Forget
here.
about
Taking his
it.
Time cycling between targets, getting that first kill and that first down.
I am studying.
Triple
he's
tank
all
threads
above
is
him,
triple
just raining
tank
down stuff.
threads.
Now, in the same hand, that can be a vulnerable point for quads because
Right.
As far as where there's no invasions, no.
You allow your movement, use your quick boost, you're going to lose some maneuverability.
Well, obviously he's right above him too, and that's a critical thing in this game.
Which is pretty smart, actually.
Yeah.
We're talking about how tanks have less blind spots to deal with right next to them, staying just right over their head. If you can just get in that sweet spot, that Goldilocks zone to rain down those hits. And Ouroboros taking the down early in the match, that's
rough.
okay still.
But I mean, he still has time. He still can do this.
Still has time. 224.
Jesus, I feel like they're trolling Oro at this
Team Beta
point.
up slightly
Holy
here.
crap.
See if they can take advantage of that slight lead and slip things through.
Ooh,
Fighting
look at they
Cowboy
were face to face.
Just
This whole time.
Jesus!
Oh my gosh,
Fighting
that was
Cowboy,
crazy.
what the hell, bro? It's a tank. You can't do that. Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
He saw the opening.
Bro.
You know what? Look,
Fighting Cowboy in this exhibition's like, even when he's losing, he looks badass. What the fuck?
down there, but
He looks badass even when he's losing. Stop.
you can't always be afraid to get in and
Right.
trade. Go for that firefight. It'll pay off. Maybe not for you in the best ways, but
Sending
give
a
your team the
message.
opening they need to take
Exactly.
that advantage
Right.
and get in.
Especially if you're taking one. For
Oh
the
my
team, too.
God,
You know
dude.
Exactly.
that you have to get in there to make things happen. And obviously, we just saw that happen right now. But wow. This is intense.
Looking once more at Oro.
I feel like the
Setting
thing
up a
that
huge stun combo, getting some
Fighting
grenades
Cowboy
in
really
midair.
has an advantage in
Absolutely beautiful
experience
stuff.
because he has played all the other Armored Core
I'm
games.
just loving that they all three.
And
have chosen
you
the same
can you
thing.
can tell that like the way in which he moves, he moves much more proficiently than pretty much all of the other players
Let's
in
see what
here.
Oro can make of it. With the
You can
assault
usually see him
armor
just
kit,
like coming in
taking
from
a kick,
different angles and avoiding shots.
You definitely want to get those stuns in so you can just like do the major damage.
The more work we could put in, the better, because
Right.
it all adds up in the end. And Oro trying to take advantage of this grenade sweep
Let's
before
go.
he goes
Let's
down.
go. Let's go. Oh, he's taking it. Oh.
And Oro's down. 2 minutes on the clock. Team Alpha 392 to Beta 737. Actually, Team
Ooh,
Beta starting
ouch.
to get something going here, making something happening. Again, we're on match point for Team Alpha, though. They've
Yeah,
already won 2.
right.
If they take this, they're going to seal the deal, and it's over, folks. But Team Oro can
I still got, you know, I still have faith.
You're going to hold out hope against
I'm
hope.
gonna
I like
fight
it.
for Oro.
I like it. We love a comeback story.
Yes.
We've been making the Rocky 4
Oro
analogies
you
here.
can do it.
Let's make it
Let's
happen.
go. The Fighting Cowboy has been just demolishing this whole time.
His tracking has been great. Just the way he's made it.
Right.
Keep beating his opponent.
Like
And
look
also
look at him
missing the
dancing in the
ground
middle
and
of
just making
those
sure that he's
friggin'
taking
Gatling
advantage of it.
storms, dude.
Absolutely. Oro, it's
Literal
interesting here.
rain
Oro's
of
really
lead,
good player.
and he's just like dancing in the middle of that shit.
I see.
To get that good position, to get in range, just to really rain down. He's not always taking those huge risks, getting in and doing those trades, but he's really set himself up well during this
Right.
event. It's been good to see. About a minute left on the clock, and Team Beta's actually doing pretty good right now.
They are doing pretty
Let's
good.
see if that can actually hold out. Oro
It is
tracking his
displaying
next
all
target.
this.
Really
Oh.
just ignoring what's going on behind him to zone in. It's overhead. The team reconsolidating. I love it. The spin.
I love how he's just hanging off the top.
Tell you what, those people out there looking forward to playing tanks, there's a little bit of a topsy-turvy.
I think I totally feel this play style.
Right.
I'm all about the Gatlings. I'm all about the heavyweight. I love it. This is great.
Oh, this is a huge combo going here. Oro might have went down, but they got a lot of damage off during that time period. So
That was beautiful.
you see where that places points. Alpha trying to close in a bit here, about 640.
Like, look at that movement. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this. He's got no AP. There's like 3 people firing at him, and they didn't even kill him.
To stave off the defeat.
I'm not choosing any favorites or anything, but I just wanted to fight for him, you know?
There you go.
You know, Oro, we gotta have, we gotta see that.
Oro's
for him.
liking it, feeling that energy, trying to write that story, that comeback story here.
Yes. And I love the alignment of his teams. That was great.
love it, right,
I
right.
love that.
We saw so much positioning and play through the coverage. You know, I was trying various pieces of terrain and cover.
Like, I'm gonna be real. I knew that Cowboy was good at AC. I just did not know how much. Jesus Christ.
Sort of like a moon base
Oh,
looking
yes,
deal,
I've
right?
seen
right?
that,
There was
yes.
really tall towers,
Mhm.
2 tall towers,
Yeah.
and we had all the different platforms.
It was
below that.
beautiful.
Then there was an outer wall you
Yeah.
kind of dealt with.
Mhm.
You know, it's just cool to see urban scenes. So, man, we can really go with that and see where things play out from here.
Yeah, I
Every-
mean,
no,
the
I'm
thing is,
not
like,
fighting
you
him.
reverting
Screw
back
that.
to the history and
I'm
also,
good.
you know, how their play styles now. I mean, the excitement never stops for you.
It doesn't.
And I could feel that within myself too, because even though, like I said, I've only played one of these games, this is the game I already set out a week. And didn't you tell me a story about like what you're doing?
I did. My story even just to get here and play this has been crazy. I'm in the process of moving, getting ready to transfer
Right.
here. You know, we had a bit of time with the game before we got here.
Yes.
Trying to help with some of the files. I got through chapter 2 and everything, but I tried to just carve out time. Sure, 10 minutes, whether it's 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 30 minutes, whatever I could snipe. Whatever I could get anyone to play this, and I'm.
He doesn't have to
can't
prove
wait
anything
actually
he
get a
already
full
gave up.
version
Yep.
myself.
No,
I
dude.
want the full
After
version
this,
already.
I'm
And
not
I've been
messing.
telling my community. I'm sure there was some of them watching right now. I'm like, don't call me unless you're playing.
I don't want to be sitting there
Okay?
looking like
That's just how
Oro.
it is,
Are
how
you
it's gonna be,
crazy?
all right?
I love it. I
Another
love
match.
it. I
Here we
love
go.
it. And that swings us right
Yes.
back into match. So again, Team Oro managing to stave off defeat here.
Ready.
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
They tapped over to us.
I love that.
Wait.
Oh, the customization
Wait,
is
wait,
intense.
wait,
And I
wait.
feel like every time that I see AC is.
Did I get that
decked
right?
out in
It's
all
fighting
different
Cowboy
designs. It
against
makes me so
everybody
excited even
else?
more, because I'm one of those crazy people that
Yeah.
would just customize to no end.
Right.
Is it fighting Cowboy versus everybody else? Did I see
Having
that
a chance
screen
to
right?
Take a look at their setups.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Get a chance to get set
Yeah.
up. Take a breather. Let things air out, and that's important sometimes when you're sitting
No,
in that
I-
hot
that-
seat.
that- that
I've
must have
there
been a
myself.
mistake.
Right.
Sit a moment.
No,
breathe.
no. It's 3v3.
Kind of reset.
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 Recenter. Get set.
Ooh.
But don't take too long because we got the next game
Cowboys
coming up
bringing
here.
out the
Squad
tank treads.
Alpha.
You're done. You're done.
Pairing up against
Wanna play
Team
beef? We'll
Oro,
play beef.
and they are feeling the tanks.
Oh my God, dude! Oro's going full meta. He's like, nope. I want to win. Jesus Christ!
Well together as far as using the
And
cover.
might as well
Oro's
go
like,
first.
no. We're gonna win.
We're back to it. We're back in
Mm-hmm.
action.
I love how he's going. I'm just watching what they're doing right now.
Right.
Let's see here.
So just slowly, just centering, just getting in position here. We got
There it goes.
high up in the air right away, but they've got a feed on him.
That's a
not
little rough
letting
right
him get-
there.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think this is really important to
Mhm.
really just get on those quads that really try to establish their spot early. Don't let them have that aerial advantage. You know, really, if you can clip the wings, really get on them. Deter them.
Yes, I agree.
Fighting Cowboy.
Oh,
getting
God.
mix here, and it looks like it's paying off for him. Just trading these bazooka shots and with
He
the dual
never holds
grenades,
back.
he does not.
You're really
Jesus!
seeing like how his play style. He means it.
I think
He's got no AP
He's very
again.
relentless, yeah.
paid off for it here. I mean, again,
They're really
he took
focusing him
here,
down,
but
though.
I mean, look at all
Put it
that
on that
damage.
pressure.
He's being
really
hyper-focused.
Is making a big difference here.
Yeah, I think it's important to have somebody like that in your team that's
Right.
willing to run the ball down the field, and really just not flinch
Right.
when the pressure's getting going. Good stuff.
And I
And
think
Oro takes a clip, goes down.
And I think they all also feel it too, especially if he's so aggressive.
They do.
They get a little bit
absolutely.
like taken back. It feels like just a little, but we'll see. Maybe they're just playing along.
Look
could
at
be
the
playing the game.
explosives on that tank.
Yeah, exactly.
dance in a way.
They could be playing. I know I do.
As a
when I'm playing
Gunlance
games.
main, I'm proud.
Oh.
This is Cowboy in his ultimate form.
Got a lot of that. old
I just want to
circle
see
trade
3
movement.
and 1 just like attacking. That would just
When
be so
that
intense.
happens, that's the big. Those are the hype moments.
I love
We've
that,
had a few
yeah.
of those come through here, but man, is it ever cool?
Oh, here goes.
Fighting Cowboy.
I love how he's like just rotating around his
Come on. There you go.
He finds a target, he commits, he stays on.
locked on.
Like white on rice.
Ooh.
Takes the point.
No,
blank,
no.
boost kick,
Mm-mm.
but
That's
shoots
not
that
gonna
out.
work.
His team there to
Uh-oh.
back him up.
The teammate's
Just swinging.
dead.
It's like a sandwich.
It's like a sandwich.
It's always they're on point. You know they're on point.
Boom. There goes another one. Watch. Boom.
Somebody tell him just hold the avocado there.
There you
There's enough metal to go around for everybody
It
here,
moves
folks.
so fast. I'm like, what is going on here? But their sandwiches, their competition. That's just. I'm sorry. That's what it looks like.
Coming in for the
Oh
flank.
my gosh,
Man.
these heavyweights.
See, the way that they did it in Cowboys team is that they
Even
have
just
somebody
watching, I
always
see
up top
that they're just
calling the
being
shots.
able to
And if
stand
they
their
try to
ground
focus
and
on
also
him, the tanks are
maneuver
going to
around
run in
so
and destroy
quickly.
them.
Yeah.
So the
Even though
top
it doesn't
dude
seem
appears to
as
just
agile
have
as
free
the,
reign.
you know, the ones
I
in
haven't
the
seen
air,
them
it's
attack
still
the
energy-
the tetrapod on Cowboys team at all. So he's just like free shooting the whole time.
I think they just want to take them down the team captain.
Definitely.
It just feels
you
like
see them done
that.
it for the captains. Everybody's doing a really good job identifying those team captains and just really zoning in. And Oro just getting turned into guacamole. The team green. But we're still in there. Team Alpha up 749 to Team Beta 609. Still some time to make things happen with 140 left on the clock.
Right.
Assault armor going off. I'm loving seeing everybody using this. Assault armor being both a deterrent, the defense also being a really good offensive tool.
Jesus,
Everybody's,
this
uh,
one is
really
very
taking advantage of that.
close.
No breaks at all.
Cowboy just taking half of his AP and not caring. Not caring. He is just focused.
I've been looking at the AP bar, so I'm just like, hold on.
Good God.
Oh.
Cowboy
Bro.
blitz. Team Beta not having it and trying to claw back into this lead. Team Beta's at 717. Alpha's 868. And they got roughly about a minute still.
1 minute left.
To make something
See, this is
can
one.
happen.
This is one of those matches where anything can
Alpha,
happen.
but
Jesus.
Take things in
Ooh,
overtime.
he's on him though. You
Like,
see that?
Oh my. He's tracking so well.
He's so good.
And
at
I can't
this.
describe how important this is. Again, like it's always been with Armored Core, keeping your opponent in that reticle.
Right.
Just keeping that track and just keeping your shot steady. Excellent work.
See what I told you about the tetrapod just being able to free shoot?
Get out of dodge. Sensing that pressure, that heat, not wanting to go down, but he is just chased down.
Oh my God.
He's exactly what his name is.
Heinous,
Fight Cowboy.
Heinous crimes happening on the block here.
Heinous
crimes. Look,
crimes.
family, it's 2023. There's no police in this city. Somebody.
He's just going all out right now. He's like red bars everywhere.
Seconds on the clock, just not caring. They're looking to close this out, folks.
Right.
Fighting Cowboy and gang just
10
going
seconds.
in. 10 seconds.
Oh man, what's gonna happen here?
Turnabout's fair play, but we're about at time.
Dude, that is actually really close. If they get 2 kills,
and
that was so close. That was so close.
This PvP is
Team Alpha. Look, our villain of the hour. Fighting
Villain?
relishing the victory.
He's the hero of the story.
Obviously,
What do you
hey,
mean?
saying GG, but man, feeling this. I
I'm
can
sure
see
he
it
wants
in
to
his
get
eyes.
revenge.
Oh,
already.
you know it.
He's like, oh, this ain't the end.
What we see here is the start.
No, he's like, it's
GG.
I'm gonna call you
That
up
was
later.
really good.
You know, we're gonna do this. I feel like it's not gonna end, but man, that was amazing.
Fantastic showcase from everybody.
This
everybody on the block,
PvP is incredible.
oh my goodness. Fantastic. All right, we're just getting this in now. Just a little something to come in. Something special's happening. Chat, I want to thank you guys for going crazy out there, for hyping things up. We are about to have a totally unplanned, but totally hyped, but
unplanned.
totally live, but totally real special exhibition by request from you guys out there. A 1v1 on the way. You've seen
Oh shit! Here we go.
What's gonna happen? Here
we go, dude.
The heart of Armored
A
Core. For so long, since
1v1.
Master the Arena back on PS1 and beforehand. One-on-one is something that has just been the lifeblood of PvP and tournament events. You know, in some of the old tournaments we used to host.
Here we
the
go,
Gauntlet event,
team.
the team tournament. Those were always a blast. But it's that one-on-one where you really get in, that
Yes.
custom design you came with. You get to see how that plays out in real time.
Yes.
And just in
Miyazaki's
that
like,
dual setting.
Miyazaki's sitting in the background going like,
let
let
I want
them
to thank you guys
fight.
for going crazy out there, loving this PvP Expo,
Let
giving
them
us a chance to be
fight.
here a little longer and hype things up. Thank you so much.
I'm all for it. I'm
Oh.
like, right when we heard that in our ear, I was like, let's go.
Bring it on.
That is what I want to see.
What a cool announcement.
2 in the
man.
morning.
So we do
Guys,
get a
that's
chance
what
to
I
fill
have
the
to say.
blood
Can
through
I
a
get
little
some
more.
likes in chat
Things are
for
going
2 in the
down.
morning?
I love
And
it.
while they're getting ready, I mean,
On 3 hours of
love
sleep?
seeing all the excitement that's revolved around, Armored Core.
So much.
I think if if you guys ever bring back those community events, you gotta let everyone know. You know what I mean?
We definitely will. I've already seen people busy, organizing week 1 online
Really?
tournaments, either making brackets and things like that. I've seen that a few spots on Twitch. I know Dirk Knock, some of my other friends out there are already
amazing.
trying to help arrange a few things. So it's real hype. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes.
I
But
can't wait
we're-
to see that.
We're very much about letting things happen organically.
Right.
The community really taking a chance to make that life of its own happen with those events and tournaments.
I love hearing that.
We're just going to be on that era of everything being, I think, centralized.
Right.
Armored Core Online, a lot of the old scenes, and man, some of them are still there. AC Garage, Raven Republic, a lot of those old scenes, and we've seen a
Yeah.
lot of people come back to support the game in AC6 and have it. So I
It's
can't wait to see what
amazing.
comes
The
out of it.
community always
Here we
comes
go.
back, and
Absolutely.
that's actually,
Ouroboros
we're
coming
back
in with his
a
build.
special
We are
match
back.
here.
What's
Special
Cowboy
match,
bringing?
Fighting
Special.
Cowboy.
Oh, let's go.
1v1.
1v1, let's go.
It is
This
a
is
match.
what I want to see.
Oh
A
shit!
match of team captains.
Oh.
A story for the ages starting here live. For you guys.
Here we
For you
go.
guys. Make some noise. Let's go.
2
Spam the
minutes.
emotes right now because this is insane.
We want to see you go crazy out there.
Let's
Jesus,
go.
2 minutes makes it really high
who's gonna win? We don't
octane.
know. This is gonna be crazy.
This is a real toss-up.
Okay.
This is the real
I'm gonna zone in right now.
match here. We got Fighting Cowboy running the
Holy crap!
cannons here. Obviously, of course, like we've seen his exhibition here, not afraid to get in,
Right.
really start dealing that damage. Oro already in the back for a bit, but still controlling the range.
And I feel like being very aggressive shows that, also
does.
the distance with the bullets. And
Jesus, look at how
it's just-
fast that
oh,
thing
look at that,
goes.
like how he's
Good
getting
clean
it.
movement coming in here from
Right.
Cowboy. I'm a
Oh
huge fan of
my
the,
God, there it
the old
goes.
Tricks like slide jumping from the old games and
Right.
things like that. Might not be as relevant in this case, but you were
Oh.
rewarded for really getting into doing damage.
Right.
Phase 1 going to Fighting Cowboy cleanly, taking advantage of that kill.
Also, being able to maneuver
So this
that
is
way
best of
does
3.
help a lot with your gauges.
It does.
Yeah, this is
You'll
best of
notice
3.
when you do the assault boost, you're actually able to control your directionality a little bit without quick boosting at the same time. So you can
Perfect.
kind of do some micro adjustments
Right.
as you're on your way to your target. I love that kind of gameplay. I love seeing it here, especially.
And it's just smart, you know, conserving that as well. Oh,
This is for all you chicken legs. All of you guys are like, oh, reverse jointed, so cool. Here you go. Fighting Cowboy showing you just how cool reverse jointed really is.
Oh, he's
joking.
going at him.
I'm joking.
As usual, he's the aggressor. But you know what? With this 1v1,
The
it
thing
seems like
is,
they're both
Oro needs to be the aggressor with that
equally
suit he's
as
playing. Yep, you're
aggressive.
done.
Oh,
It's
they're
over.
face-to-face.
Yep, it's over. Yep, you're done.
Oh no! This is getting real crazy.
Oh.
It's like watching two samurais.
Boom.
Wow, and
Oh,
there it
intense.
is again. Fighting
Again.
Cowboy with the 2 kills.
He ain't playing.
Gracious me,
But you
that
know
he
what?
is up 2-0. He is loving this. He is loving this. Cowboy taking the chance to cement his legacy he's making here. And that's all. That's all. Chat. Wow.
It is what
Thank
it
you
is.
You
guys.
guys wanted to see that.
You guys
It
wanted
is what
You
it
guys wanted, We
is.
saw it right here.
Oh,
Man,
that was amazing.
unreal. Thank you guys for hyping that up for us. We loved it.
I feel like a nosebleed is coming on.
I know, right? I'm fine. Guys,
I just
if I can help you out, let me know. I mean,
okay, yeah, because that was intense.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I didn't speak so much. I was focusing, and it was really good. Yeah, but
wow.
I can't wait to talk to the captains because I want to see what they
my
got to say,
goodness.
especially
We're
Oro.
gonna have a story here. We're gonna have a story
God.
Because he's
here.
really good at, like, he has that poker face.
He
you
is,
know what
he
I mean?
is, he is. He plays his cards close to his chest, but you can see the emotion slip through sometimes.
can't wait to see what he
he's
says,
not,
though.
he's not impenetrable,
But the thing is, he's very expressive.
but he is.
He is very expressive.
He is. He's intense. He's intense about this stuff. So I'm going to be dying to read the comments, to hear what all of you guys are saying online about this. You're not going to see the end of this here. This is the beginning. Beginning of something crazy.
This whole time.
This
I'm
is
just
like
thinking,
the friggin'
how am I going
YouTuber
to beat
boxing
them
match arcs.
with my team.
It's gonna end.
Already making
No,
his
it
plans,
can't
already
end
making
with them
plans.
actually
Like,
doing a
thinking
boxing
about, like,
match
who
because
I can call
Cowboy
up.
would murder
I know I'm
him
calling
in the
you.
ring.
You up?
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for one thing. I love to have a chance to play. You know, but I think something to work on and really consider here, your movement, right?
Right.
Working in your AC, getting something you're comfortable with, getting a good weapon loadout.
Look,
and
but
just
like I
getting
said,
to a place
just
that's
keep in
comfortable where
mind,
you
at
really
the end of
enjoy
the
playing.
day,
think
Get those
that's-
couple of designs
they're
set
both
first.
friends.
You know what I'm gonna
We're
be
all
trying
friends
to
in the
zone
Souls
on
community,
because
and that's the
for
important
me,
part.
I think that, you know, the
Because
way
people
Cowboy
sometimes have a
plays
way
is
of
very much
taking
how
these
I
things
play in
like
games.
Absolutely.
Very
and just
aggressive,
running with
so
them
Good.
I probably
for
have to be
uncomfortable
very
periods of
careful about my
time.
meter.
Like
I think
I know that there's going to be people probably like 2 months from now. They're going to be like, hey, remember when you got? And it's like, don't do that. That's just lame.
That kind of image.
Right.
Don't be that guy.
Thank you.
Oh man, thank you. It's been killer today. I love it.
This is too fun.
Yeah, it is.
Can we just stay here and play?
This is straight up for your entertainment. Like you guys were the real winners today. You guys, me, like us, the audience, were the real winners today.
So thank you guys out there, chat.
I love
Awesome
this.
stuff. Awesome
I
stuff.
love this live.
Man,
This is war. No,
it's been a sweep of the
So-
day. Sweep.
no.
All
Everyone's getting ready right now.
good deal.
Let's join our players.
I
to
love
get
fighting
some thoughts
Cowboy.
on
I
their
love
match.
Oru. I love
Right.
them both.
So-
Two awesome
Here
dudes.
we are.
Yeah, Fighting Cowboy. You've been creating content from FromSoft titles for quite some time now.
Yeah.
What players of the game? What do you think the players of the game look forward to in Armored Core 6?
So I think one of the big things coming from other FromSoft titles is there'll be, the same kind of natural exploration where you're enticed to explore a world versus having like waypoints.
It's like Monster Hunter fighting
the
Cowboy,
idea of
and you know
overcoming
it.
bosses through changing up your approach and learning their patterns and whatnot. That deep design that we see in pretty much all their titles is very alive and well here. So even though this is a departure from the more recent stuff, it still has that same energy, that same just feel to it when you play it.
Good answer.
Awesome. Very good stuff. My next question is one at a time here. This goes out to Oro Doro there, man. Hey,
Hi.
You got to try out several build types, dude. You got to run a lot during this event. You know what? I got to know which one ended up being your favorite. What did you like using most today? What was your best frame?
Oh,
Reverse
man.
jointed.
So, obviously, the tanks are the best one. But my blader has actually ended up being my favorite, even though it's super hard to play. I want to actually go back and try to master that play style, because like switching out the blades to bypass the cooldown is just super awesome. It's super fun.
Good. And I think the book still has to be written on that as far as tactics, movement.
Right.
Again, really smoothing that whole sub game out, and that's part of the fun of Armored Core. You know, sure, customization's one step, but actually putting that match and piling and using it, that's the stuff that takes a lifetime to master. I love it.
I don't even want to say it on this.
I gotta say, Cowboy,
That's messed up,
was
fellas.
really good, man. GG's, dude. That was
Yeah,
sick.
GG's.
Good deal. Good sportsmanship.
Yeah, that's amazing. But next question is to Cleric. What are you most excited for players to experience going into this game for the first time?
Honestly, it's the variety. Variety of enemies, variety of bosses, variety of parts. There's something here for pretty much anyone, for any play style. So many options to play in this game. There's something here literally for everybody.
Yeah, the devs are going to nerf tank treads.
Because I'm assuming that'll happen quite
tank
a bit.
treads
but
and
that's okay.
shambles.
You can learn to build and adapt, or really stick to your guns and try to figure out a way to make your build work. That's the greatest thing about Armored Core. You can basically make the game whatever you want it to be.
There you go. There you go.
I think that's what's drawing me in and a lot of people in, because, customization is so critical and part of the foundation of this game. So that's great.
Yeah, you really got an open canvas out there. Cowboy just cracking up. I love it.
What's going on over there?
That's big dead energy. It's okay.
Yeah, what's so funny, Cowboy?
It's okay.
Oh man, we're just saying that we know this is just the beginning of the blood feud. We've loved it today. Hey guys, killer exhibition.
Thank you.
I got another question.
Killer exhibition indeed. It was an execution.
This is really for the veteran Armored Core legacy players. I don't mean just some people who worked on ACL. I mean just legacy players, veteran players who are coming from previous AC games. Whether you're just coming out of the PS2 era even, or maybe you're from AC4, etc. Look, I know so many people are happy to see this series come back after a 10-year plus drought of content, trying to keep that flame burning. It's just been a press to do that. With that in mind, with all that time that's gone by, what do you think people are going to find that's really surprising or new about AC6 to dive into?
Armored Core 6 has been a lot of different things over the years, so I think what people are going to find most surprising is with the way that they've sort of sculpted this game. They're going to find a lot of familiar feelings, but also new things as well. Things that will challenge them and make them think even more outside the box, even from, the previous games. I think it's something that, even being a longtime Armored Core fan, there are things there that I'm surprised to see and found absolutely fascinating.
Couldn't have said it better.
Awesome.
Well, that was amazing. Thank you so much for your time and also your amazing PvP plays. Those were really intense. So thank you so much for being with us.
Guys, we had a blast in the extended sessions. Again, I got to give a mad shout out to chat for encouraging us to do that 1v1, that extra time, man, guys.
That was good.
Absolutely
That was
hype stuff, killer stuff. We got plenty of time to head back to the garage, recustomize, let's set this blood feud into more cycling, guys. Keep the madness going. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was great.
Yeah, thank you
Thanks,
so
guys.
much for
Oh,
having
God.
us. I hope you guys enjoyed the PvP, because I sure did.
Oh, yes, we did.
Yeah. Tank go boom.
Yeah, tank go boom.
I was thinking about the meme that people do, and you have to tell everybody that you're fine, but you're really not.
I want to thank all of our guests and players today, and thank you
There's
to
so many
everyone at
people
home for
editing
joining us.
that.
Thank you, Zeus, for everything that you've been able to tell us, and just give us information
So
on all of your
sorry.
rich history. And, do you have any last words?
I feel
Yeah,
bad.
hey, look, it's been a pleasure. Armored Core, especially the Armored Core community, has never been about any one person. Whether that's those of us who have helped with past events, the LAN events, or those of us who have worked on forums, community work. We're really looking forward to seeing what you guys do, where you take this from here. Those of you who are coming into AC for the first time, can't wait to see you out there. I know I can't wait to see you out there in the PvP field for one thing.
Oh, that was
Want
awesome.
everybody
This
to
was
love
an
this,
amazing
dig
event.
into it, fans new and old. It's just a fantastic time to be an AC fan. It's a moment that we have wanted for so long that we didn't know was going to be coming in the way it has, but it's here. I encourage you guys to enjoy it. August 25th is not that far away.
Nope.
Get in there. Love it. I love you all. You guys rock. Again, big shout outs to everybody out there still making things happen community-wise. Those of you who have kept fires burning again the whole time. Raven Republic, Armored Core Universe, the old Armored Core Online forums. Those of you who are still out there with that group, people have been out there on Reddit. So many more that it's just hard for me to speak to right now. This is just an incredible moment. You guys have helped make all this possible. Stick with it, hang with it. We'll catch you out there. Rock on.
I felt that passion. Thank you, Zealous. We hope you enjoyed this showcase of missions and the first look at our live PvP of Armored Core 6, and we look forward to seeing you at launch.
See you again.
That was awesome. Like, this is exactly what companies need to do. But the mics are still on. This is exactly what companies need to do when they want to like actually do a proper event, is something like this. Like, so many companies out there just overproduce with multiple camera angles, fucking full Hollywood production style. Like, look at what they did here. Literally a bunch of green screens and a couple of personalities that are excited for the game. That's it. It doesn't need anything else. You don't even need the green screens, really. The green screens just, here's a little bit more production value. That's it. You don't need much more. Couple of green screens, people that are passionate about the game, talking about the game, boom, done. Amazing job. Amazing job. Anyway, I need to go to sleep, guys. I'm like dying inside. Thank you all very much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the stream, hit the like button, subscribe, bell notification icon, all that jazz. More streams and games tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Love you. Peace out.